We are live inside beautiful Labatt Memorial Park here on a Saturday night. The Brantford Red Sox are in town to take on the hometown London Majors. We welcome you to the Forks of the Thames as the Intercounty Baseball League. A rare Saturday night here at Labatt Memorial Park. Noah Smith, Matt Hiscox will join me shortly up here in the Game Day London broadcast booth. The Majors looking to come back and win a couple straight ball games. It was an exciting one last night here in downtown London. The London Majors a 16-7 win over the visiting Toronto Maple Leafs. The Majors once again seeing the home run ball come into play, this time on home soil. Last night it was 20 hits for the London Majors, who continue to hit the ball well, 16 runs for London, and they continue to put up runs in bunches over the last few games. The Brantford Red Sox have had some time off to think about their play as of late. They have not played in over a week due to some cancellations in the middle of this week. They will be in action a couple more times this weekend as they look to continue a busy slate of games. Matt Hiscox in the broadcast booth with me here tonight, as mentioned. And Matt, this is a good matchup because we got two teams that really are quite close in the standings here in 2023.
Yeah, tonight's going to be a big matchup between these two teams. You've got them both battling out. They're trying to get back into the standings here, where they're both low in the standings, but there's a possibility they can climb with teams not doing well ahead of them. So both teams are going to look for the win tonight, keep pushing that late season push, getting them into a better position, avoiding Welland Barrie in the first round of the playoffs, which we're only about 3 weeks away from.
The Brantford Red Sox last scheduled game was on Thursday. That game was canceled in Barrie. The last time that they took the field was on July the 28th against those Barrie Baycats, where they lost 14-1. It's a three-game losing streak for the Red Sox that they'll look to put an end to tonight, as the Majors will look to win back-to-back games. They have another contest tomorrow afternoon in Toronto against the Maple Leafs, where they will look to try and see if they can make it a 3 straight win weekend. They're going to have to get the second first, and that all starts here tonight against the Red Sox.
Yeah, nothing is an easy matchup in this league, no matter where you are. We saw earlier today, and we'll talk about this later on, Barrie with the upset in over Welland, so that's a big one there. It just proves that anybody in this league can win. You look at last night, Toronto walks in here third, fourth place, I believe, and they absolutely got handled early on by the Majors. Now, it included a lot of long balls, but that's what happens in this league. A lot of offense can turn a game really quickly.
Yeah, that win this afternoon, we'll get to some of the out-of-town scoreboards a little bit later on in our broadcast, but Barrie already with a win over the first-place Welland Jackfish today. That gets them, I believe, if the standings are up to date, within a game and a half of the Welland Jackfish. So lots of jockeying for position as the standings will work themselves out over the final few weeks. But as of right now, we've got baseball coming up on tap here from the Forks of the Thames in downtown London. The starting lineups just finishing getting announced for the London Majors. We'll have all that for you, as well as the starting pitcher when we come back. First, it's time for anthems, so we'll take a break. You're watching London Majors baseball here on Majors TV.
I want to ride this pony, but I suffer from low E.
Millions of people are suffering from low energy, commonly known as low E.
Low E has hurt my performance in the bedroom. I haven't been able to make the bed in years.
Now there's hope.
Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free PF app for only $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
You're watching.
Here's the pitch. Joseph drills it to right center field. That ball's going back to the warning track, to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Starling Joseph, a 2-run home run.
London Majors Baseball on MajorsTV.
Here we go.
Believe me, you've never heard a talk show like this.
I'm sleeping with Joe Carter. By the way, Joe did not touch them all.
Yeah, I have to say, your voice is fantastic. Meet Smitty.
Listen, I'm the brains here.
And Mitty.
And I'm the good-looking funny one.
This is the Smitty Mitty Show.
Catch new episodes of the Smitty and Mitty Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're watching London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
Back here at the Forks of the Thames in downtown London, the anthem's just completed here at Labatt Memorial Park, and we welcome you inside and on your TV screens here at London Majors TV. The Brantford Red Sox in town to take on the London Majors. I'm Noah Smith. Matt Hiscox is alongside me tonight to call the action for you as the Red Sox and Majors meet once again here at Labatt Memorial Park. It should be a good one tonight, and let's get in to talking a little bit about the starting lineup. The London Majors are going with a little bit of a new face on the mound tonight on the hill. Jordan Chulafan will start here. He came over from the Hamilton Cardinals, and that is where we have seen the bulk of him on the mound so far, but the Majors not unfamiliar with his work on the hill so far this summer.
Yeah, Chulafan pitched in Barrie. That was his first outing, I believe, that we've seen him for the Majors. He's bumped around in the whole field this year. He's played center field, he's played left, he's played second. I believe we may have seen him at third as well this season, but we've seen him all across the diamond this year. This will be his second outing already for the Majors on the hill. First one at home, though.
Yeah, this is his first start at home. He started the game at Barrie, where the London Majors lost 9-4. Went 6 innings in that start, gave up 6 earned runs on 10 hits, 1 walk, and he struck out 6 batters in that ball game. His first start here at Labatt Memorial Park. The Majors, of course, have a game tomorrow on the road in Toronto against the Maple Leafs. So with a busy 3-3 here, of course, you throw in the midweek games, one this past week, one coming up on Wednesday this week, and there's a lot of innings that you have to eat up. You got a lot of your juniors out of the lineup, of course, there in Manitoba with the St. Thomas Tomcats at the Junior Nationals for Baseball Canada. So the Majors relying on some arms that normally they might not have to. We saw that last night with Tommy Reyes-Cruz come in to pitch a couple of innings in relief for the Majors.
Yeah, we saw that last night. We also saw, you weren't here, you didn't get the experience. We saw Keith Candell back on the hill for the Majors on Tuesday night as well. Pitched an incredible game there. Majors wish they probably had to come out of that game a little bit better, but you know what? When you got guys like that throwing, you got to rely a little bit on offense on that one.
So it looks like we are just about ready to get started here on what is and what has turned out to be a good-looking Saturday night at the ballpark. It was overcast throughout most of the day, some clouds moving through the area that have stuck around a little bit, but some good weather here, and it looks like a good night for baseball as the fans continue to file in. And Matt Fabian will begin the ball game here in the right-hand batter's box for the Red Sox, facing Jordan Chulafan, who begins the ball game with a fastball that misses on the inside corner, and we're underway. First pitch flying at 7:39 tonight.
And I was able to talk to Chulafan before the game, and he was really confident coming into this game. He was really excited. First home start on the hill. He knows how well these fans can be. He's really excited to get out here tonight.
Working on a 1-1 count here to Fabian. Fastball outside corner, and he gets the strike, moving the count to 1-2. Bob Blake is the home plate umpire and crew chief tonight. Dave Leffler on third. Chris Wellhelm is down the first base line. The 1-2. Fabian on the ground, and that one's going to sneak past third and into the outfield, and Fabian is aboard with a leadoff single here for the Red Sox. Not wasting any time to get on base to begin this ball game.
Yeah, tough one for him there. He tried the third baseman, Mackey, tried to get over on that one, but wasn't able to get fully down, and it was able to squeak underneath him there and get into left field.
So with Fabian aboard, the Red Sox will try to keep things going here. Chulafan ready. Squaring around a bunt is Wilson. Pulls back, and that one's called a strike. And Chulafan is able to get ahead 0-1. Schulfan with a look, working from the stretch here. Fabian came into the ball game batting .405 as he got on board with that leadoff single, and now a ball is ripped down the line by Wilson. All the way into the corner, up against the 330 side. Fabian's going to get the wave. He's going to come in to score, and the Red Sox will strike first 1-0 here in London.
And once it gets down into that corner, it's a matter of time before it starts to carry, and unfortunately the Majors aren't able to pull it out of that corner quick enough to stop the run from coming in.
So Kieran Bowles will come to the plate now. 6 pitches into the ball game, and the Red Sox have a 1-0 lead. Schulfan looking to try and settle in here for the Majors. And the first pitch is going to miss upstairs to Kieran Bowles. Fabian, Gus Wilson, Kieran Bowles, the first 3 to greet Schulfan here in the inning. Christian Kuzemka is on deck. This one is driven into center field. Ranging back, Wilkie, the catch is made, tagging up Wilson, and he'll be into third base. Able to tag up and move up the 90 feet there on what is the first out of the ball game.
That's all you're looking to do with with none out. Move that runner up, get a chance to drive him in with the next batter.
So Wilson moves up to third, and Kuzemko will come to the plate with another runner just 90 feet away from scoring for the Red Sox here in the first inning. Swinging at the first pitch and fouling that one back into the screen. Schulfan gets up 0-1 here on Kuzemka, who comes into the ball game hitting .339 for the Red Sox in 27 games so far this season. 0-1, breaking ball from Schulfan. There for a strike, and he gets well up in the count, now 0-2. Infield for the Majors, playing in here. The only one who's back a little bit is Keith Candell at short. They'll try to cut down the run if they can, as that one just misses off the plate, not catching the outside edge. Schulfan working very quickly here. Got that ball back and was almost instantly ready to go. Curveball on the ground, picked up Candell, looks him back to third, the throw, and back in time. They gambled with the throw over to 3, and they were unable to get Wilson at third, so everybody is safe for the Red Sox.
Great play. You're looking, he was leaning off third base by a good portion, and Keith Candell had a good chance at him getting at third base, but unfortunately, now you've got runners on first and third. You've got a chance for a double play, but you've really got to make sure that you get that ground ball into the infield.
It appeared at least that Wilson had stopped and was not making his way towards home plate, in which case Candell had a chance to go across the diamond for the easy out at first, but he felt he had a good shot to get the lead runner at third, and he just missed getting him. First pitch is going to be there for a called strike. Jeremy Veilleux at the plate here for the Red Sox with runners at the corners, still just 1 out here in the inning. Curveball, did he offer at it? Bob Blake will say he did, and it's 0-2. Schulfan once again well up in the count here at no balls and 2 strikes. Schulfan checks, fastball delivered to the plate. It's upstairs. Kuzemka's at first. Wilson at third here for Brantford. 1 run across already here in the top of the first inning. Breaking ball just upstairs. Deolio, Schulfan, they both thought they caught the top of the zone.
I think half the stands here also thought that it was strike 3 there. It would have been a big out for the Majors. Runners on the corners, you get the strikeout. But unfortunately, he's up, it's now 2-2.
Schulfan at a 2-2 count. Now time will be called at home plate. Veilleux looking to drive in another run here for the Red Sox. Outside edge, called a strike. And it's a big punch out for Shula, now 2 gone.
Big strikeout there, as you mentioned. Don't think Veilleux was a fan of that call, but either way, he's on his way back to the dugout, and the Majors are 1 out from getting away from a lot of trouble here that could be a big inning for the Sox.
Well, it was a breaking ball in the pitch prior that didn't get called at the top of the zone. They came back with it, this time on the outside edge. Veilleux unable to get the call twice, and he's called down on strikes. Now it's Nick Burdett to the plate as he looks at strike 1 called on the outside corner. Shula ready. No check to the runner. Comes with the curveball to the plate. He just misses on the outside corner. Count to 1-1. The next pitch here will be number 20 here in the first inning for Shula. Fain's trying to cheer him along through this first inning. Here's the 1-1. Inside, called a strike on Burdett, and it's 1-2.
Bob Blake likes that inside pitch already. We've seen that 3 or 4 times already tonight. That inside pitch on the batter, no matter left or right, is getting the call.
And a swing and a miss. Fastball blew it by Burdett on the outside edge. And a couple of strikeouts get Jordan Shula and the Majors out of the first inning, but not before the Red Sox strike first with a run, courtesy of the Gus Wilson double down the line, scoring Matt Fabian to begin the ball game. It's a run on 2 hits for Brantford. And now manager Rupe Channard had a quick and brief meeting out there with his infielders to discuss that first.
Yeah, and you know what? When you look at this situation, runners on first and second, you come and the 2 hits, coming out of it with only 1 run, I think if you're the Majors, you look at that as a bonus. Now you got to have the bats come alive here and get some runs back here and hopefully take the lead early on.
So the Red Sox with a lead will send Quincy Jones to the mound in what will be his 4th game and 3rd start with the Red Sox so far this summer. 2.84 earned run average in 12 2/3 innings pitched. He has 11 strikeouts and just 5 walks to his credit so far this season. Jones, the big lefty, standing at 6'6" on the mound.
Yeah, that's not a small presence out on the mound. I know we talk about all the time with Dylan as well on how big presence can be in the batter's box, but when you're 6'6" standing on the mound, that's a large human being there for a pitcher.
He'll face the London Majors lineup as we take a look at it tonight. Austin Wilkie will lead things off for London with Drew Lawrence right behind him and Starling Joseph batting in the 3 spot. The 3 outfielders to begin this bottom of the first inning for London. Eduardo Deolio, the catcher, will hit cleanup. Tommy Reyes-Cruz right behind him in the 5 spot. Cleveland Brownlee is the designated hitter. He will bat 6th. Kane McGee, Robert Mackey, and Keith Candell will round out the batting order for London tonight in the 7, 8, and 9 spots in the order.
And last night we saw a lot of late lineup adjustments and home runs by the Majors, and that's something that we haven't seen really all year. Not just home runs, but hits overall. The bottom of the lineup hasn't been able to get things going, so having that is a real big turn for the Majors, and hopefully Rupe Channard can keep that going with this lineup, and the team can get back into more wins here.
Certainly a lot of guys in the bottom of the order that have been stepping things up over the last few games. One of those guys, and we'll highlight him when he comes to the plate, but Kane McGee has been hitting the ball a lot better for the London Majors over the last stretch of games. Austin Wilkie will step in to lead off the bottom of the first inning, as the Majors will look to get things started here. 13 games for London this summer. Dealt with that injury early on, but is welcomed back and is batting .355 so far this season. And the first pitch is going to miss outside for ball 1. Jones delivering that hard fastball. You're ready to go again. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball outside again. Hasn't been able to find the strike zone yet through 2 pitches as Austin Wilkie gets ahead in the count.
And Wilkie's your true prolific leadoff guy. Speed, hits for average, hits for contact, hits for power, and will work a pitcher as well when needs to.
Grounded down the third base line, but foul. And the count now 2-1. Wilkie, 2 long balls on the season. One of those this past week, the grand slam.
Last night.
2-1. There for a called strike on the outside edge, and now the count moves to 2-2. Ready is Jones on the mound. Here's the lefty delivering to the plate, missing outside. And the count runs full here on the Majors leadoff man, Austin Wilkie. Jones ready as soon as he gets the sign. Delivers to the plate, and it's ball 4 to begin the ball game. Just missing up to Wilkie with the fastball. And Austin Wilkie is aboard here to begin the bottom half of the first.
We'll have to watch to see if the speed comes into effect here. You want to get things going. You want to get them moving. It's the best way to start things off with a walk and a possible chance for a stolen base.
So Drew Lawrence comes to the plate, batting .317 on the season. Austin Wilkie at first, not going. As the pitch to the plate there will miss, I believe. Count moving to 1-0. Majors have been not shy to throw the hit and run on all season long. And for years, if you even look back, it is the style of play that Roop Janardet likes to work with.
Hit and run and hit the long ball. That describes Roop's style of play, I believe.
Breaking ball falling out the bottom of the zone and once again missing. 2 balls and no strikes here to Drew Lawrence. Just 1 stolen base credited to Austin Wilkie so far this season. He's got the speed. Jones looks. Lefty delivers. Fastball inside to Lawrence, and it's 3-0. Jones really hasn't been consistent at finding the zone early on here. Walked Wilkie. And now he's fallen behind 3-0 to Lawrence. Comes right to the plate with the fastball. Called a strike, moving it to 3-1.
You're still taking on this, though, right?
I bet you Lawrence has the green light. If he's got something he likes here on 3-1, why not be aggressive? Majors have been pounding the hits across early on. He was taking that one, it looked like, all the way, moving the count to 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Wilkie's at first with nobody out. He walked to begin the inning. Not going. Pitch inside to Lawrence. That's ball 4. And it's back-to-back walks to start the bottom of the first here for London. And this will get a mound visit from Veyu behind the plate here for Brantford. If you're the Red Sox, you need some innings here out of Quincy Jones. And you need him to be on, and he has not shown that through the first 2 batters here as he gets into the dangerous part of the Majors order in terms of power and production.
Well, and you got to think both teams play tomorrow, so they're looking for guys to go deep into this game on both sides for the pitching. And when you got a game already that's got 1 run and 2 hits, you got to think that both managers are hoping, okay, we got through the first, let's calm everything down and let's get some proper innings going here.
Red Sox play tomorrow and on the holiday Monday. Jones ready as the first pitch is delivered to Starling Joseph for a strike to begin the at-bat. Already 13 pitches so far for Jones, who has walked the first 2 batters he's faced. Checks back at the runner Wilkie at second. Now delivers. Joseph's going to rip that one into the gap in right center. It's going to roll into center field. He'll round first and head to 2. Into score Wilkie. Right behind him is Lawrence. Throw to the plate, and he's safe. Little argument from Veilleux with the no slide, but Lawrence is in there right behind Austin Wilkie, and a Starling Joseph double has the Majors up by a run.
Yeah, that was close there at home plate. It looked like it might go in and he be thrown out, but unfortunately, if you're the Red Sox, Veilleux just missed the tag on that one, and it gives the Majors the lead here in the bottom of the first.
Majors not wasting any time getting the runs back. And now they have a lead of their own at 2-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. Still nobody out. Joseph stands at second for Eduardo Deolio. First pitch is there from Jones for a strike. Looked like the off speed to get it across 0-1. Jones readies himself on the mound. Looks back at Joseph. Now he delivers. Deolio on the ground. Wilson at short. Throw across the diamond is going to be in time to get Deolio for the first out of the inning. And a big first out there for Jones, who has struggled a little bit here in the early going. But he gets that first out. Wilson to Burdett across the diamond. And now Tommy Reyes-Cruz will come to the plate here. Finally a chance for Jones to see a lefty at the plate. First 4 through the Majors order, all right-handers. And he'll miss that one low in the dirt. Count moves to 1-0 here on Tommy Reyes-Cruz. Reyes-Cruz batting .288 on the season for London in 30 games played as he takes that breaking ball for a strike. 1-1. Jones will look back after grabbing his sign from Veilleux. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Reyes-Cruz ripped down the line, but foul. Needed another 5 feet to the left, maybe more.
That definitely would have scored Joseph and probably had Tommy standing on 3, if not trying to get the inside the park with the way he has his speed.
Count at 1-2 here on Reyes-Cruz. Next pitch, number 20 for Quincy Jones here in the bottom of the first inning. Off is Joseph. Throw down to 3 on the money, and a dive around there by Joseph. What a slide to get his hand in around the tag.
What a slide, the old swimmer slide there on Joseph as he was able to pull the right arm back and slip the hand under former teammate Chris Ruiz there, playing third tonight for the Red Sox.
Was able to get a good jump from second. On the pitch that missed, he moved up to third on the stolen base. Now the infield comes in. That one swung on and missed, and Reyes-Cruz is down on strikes for a big second out there for Jones and the Red Sox.
Cleveland Brownlee, all he's got to do is put this on the ground past the infielders, because that scores that third run. You wish Ruiz could have done it with 1 out, but unfortunately it's going to take a single to get in that third run here in the inning.
Brownlee comes to the plate after the strikeout to Reyes-Cruz. 2 outs allows the infield to move back for the Red Sox, and with that they'll also put on a little bit of a shift here on Brownlee. Bowles and Wilson up the middle, shifted a little bit towards the pull side. Burdett doing the same as the first pitch to Brownlee is called a strike. He didn't like it, but it caught the outside edge, 0-1. And now time called. Looked like that was Brownlee trying to get himself settled in before Jones delivered the pitch. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Brownlee chasing, but he was able to hold up in time. They appeal down to Chris Wellhelm at first base, who says no, he didn't go. Count moves to 1-1. 2 runs, just a single hit for the Majors so far in the inning. That was the Starling Joseph double that scored a pair. Brownlee looking to add a 3rd run here in the inning. Offers at it. Ball gets away. Coming to the plate is Joseph. No throw. And the Majors will add another here. Starling Joseph crosses home plate, and it's a 3-1 ball game.
That's exactly what you got to do with Starling's speed. Anything that was out of the dirt was going to score him. And he was able to take advantage.
And it appears this most recent pitch to Brownlee was called a strike. So the count 1-2 on him. Brownlee ripped in the air. Underneath it in center is Fishbaum, and he's there to retire the side here in the first. But the Majors pick up 3 runs here on the bottom of inning number 1. 2 of them coming across courtesy of a Starling Joseph double. It's a 3-1 London Majors lead after 1 here on Majors TV.
Go beyond the scores and get to know the athletes who call the Forest City home.
Joseph crushes one.
Game Day London brings you in-depth stories and conversations about London's major teams and the athletes. Whether it's in the rink with the Knights or on the field with the Majors, Game Day London has you covered from the start. For fresh and engaging sports coverage, visit GameDayLondon.com, a proud sponsor of Majors TV.
You're watching London Majors Baseball.
London Majors Baseball. London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
Back inside Labatt Memorial Park, an inning in the books as we get you started for the top of the second. Majors picked up 3, answering the Red Sox 1 in the first inning, and hold on to a 2-run lead here as we get set for the second. Jordan Schulafan, after giving up a run in the top half of the first to begin the ball game, will head back out for the second with a 2-run lead. Just 1 hit for the Majors in the inning. It was the Joseph double. Then he came in to score on a wild pitch, and it's a 3-1 London lead. First pitch in the air down the right field line. That one's slicing, and it'll make its way out of play, a foul ball to begin the inning. Batter here is Tyler Wilson for the Red Sox. It's Wilson, Chris Ruiz, and Jesse Fishbaum to begin the top of the second inning for Brantford. Schulafan ready on the mound, and soon as Wilson is into the batter's box, it looks like he is ready to go. Here's the pitch from the right. He called a strike on the corner, and it's quickly 0-2. Schulafan again, ready, breaking ball. Hit the other way, but foul. McGee gave it a look, but it was off to his left. Count stays at 0-2. Like a broken bat on the swing by Ty Wilson as well.
Sounded like one from up here, that's for sure.
So he'll get a new bat from the dugout. A little bit of pine tar as well, and head back out there to face another 0-2 pitch from Schulafan.
We actually saw Noah Starling Joseph had a single on Tuesday against Guelph, and it actually snapped in half, and it went over the shortstop's head, and he was able to make it to first base on that. So that's something that you definitely got to watch when that's happening.
Ready here. Fastball. Shulafan thought he got the corner. Missed for ball one. Awfully close there. Has been locating that pitch well. Ball hit on the ground. Picked up by Shulafan on the mound. He'll shovel it over to first base in Kane McGee for the first out here at the top of the second. Scored a 1-3 putout. And that's a great way to start the inning for Jordan Shulafan.
Definitely better than the last start, and that's what you want to see is get through the first inning. We've seen it multiple times with a lot of pitchers here, especially for the majors. They struggle through the first. Maybe it's a little, they don't get warm enough, quick enough, or it's just the adrenaline's not going yet. This time, Shulafan's in through the second inning. Already got the first out on 4 pitches.
So the first pitch to Chris Ruiz will miss outside. 1-0 here. Ruiz, former London Major, played through parts of this season before he moved over to Brantford, and that's where he has been since. That one's going to miss into him as well, 2-0. He is in the ball game today as the third baseman for Brantford. Pitch to him. Pretty good spot there from Shulafan, but it'll miss up, and the count runs to 3-0 now. Delivery. Fastball's there. Shulafan pounding it across the zone. Gets himself back into the count now, but still some work to go here on a 3-1 count to Ruiz. 3-1 delivery. And it'll miss upstairs. Ball 4, Chris Ruiz is aboard here, and the Red Sox have a base runner with 1 out. Shulafan just unable to find the zone in that at-bat. Was able to work a strike there, but missing upstairs with a few of them. And that'll bring to the plate Jesse Fishbaum.
You got to watch Diolio's arm here behind the plate here. He's been throwing out batters a lot recently here with the strong arm.
Fishbaum back with his 4th season in the Red Sox uniform. Ruiz not going. Ball in the air, shallow right field. Coming over, long run. And nobody going to be able to run that one down in foul territory. It is a foul ball to move the count to 1-1 here on Fishbaum.
Any way to get a strike, as long as it's not in play, you get the strike, you lead closer to that next out.
So Fishbaum will stroll back to the batter's box here as Shulafan grabs the ball. Reyes Cruz had the longest run. He'll stroll back into his position at second base. 1-1 count with 1 gone here in the inning. Ruiz is aboard at first after the walk. Here is the delivery from Shulafan. End of the bat. Shallow right. Ranging over Joseph. He makes the catch. Ruiz scrambles back to first. And there are 2 gone here in the inning. That one fouled off here by Matt Fabian as it's back to the top of the order here for Brantford. That one's going to miss, moving the count to 1-1.
I know you guys talked about Richardson last night with Toronto on how fast he works. Shulafan, another one here in the league that works very quickly. Once he gets a sign he likes, it's set, and he's throwing that pitch.
Swing and a miss. And it's now 1-2 here on the leadoff man in the Red Sox order, Fabian. Shulafan trying to work through the inning here. Has a 1-2 count well up here. There it goes. This one hit on the ground, shortstop. Candel's got to go across the diamond, and the throw is in time to get the runner. It's a fairly quick and easy inning for Jordan Shulafan as he's through the top of the second here for the Majors. So the Majors will come to the bats in the bottom of the second inning, and with that, we'll take a look at the Intercounty Baseball League standings. This, of course, not including that game this afternoon between the Barrie Bay Cats and the Welland Jackfish. That finished up just before we came to air tonight. Barrie winning that ball game actually brings him within a game and a half of the Jackfish at the top of the IBL standings. Kitchener right behind them. Toronto in fourth place after they lost last night here at Labatt Park. Guelph not too far behind the Maple Leafs. Cardinals right on their tail, and the Majors and Red Sox round out the IBL standings. Here in early August, but the playoffs just around the corner.
And one thing to mention here, Noah, is you look at the standings. The Majors still have 3 games in hand on the Royals with a match, at least one matchup left against them to play. So they could still push themselves all the way up into that 5th spot if they keep on this stride like they are. And
Jones.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say Quincy Jones back out to the mound here for Brantford, who is looking for a much cleaner bottom of the first inning. Red Sox, although at the bottom of the standings, have looked like a much better ball club this season. Have figured out some things on the field, and although the win total up but not at a much higher mark, they've been in a lot of ball games, been giving a lot of teams some headaches at times as well.
And we should mention that Barrie-Welland game, Frank Garces, probably the most dominant pitcher this year besides Owen Boone, went 9 innings, striking out 12 with 1 walk for himself. That, against that very tough Welland Jackfish team, that is probably, you might be looking at your pitcher of the week right there.
Certainly a performance that we might see get awarded. Jones is ready here to begin the second inning, and he starts it with a gorgeous off-speed pitch. Called a strike inside to Kane McGee. McGee rips that one into left center field, and he's going to be aboard with a leadoff single. And Kane McGee is getting hot at the right time for the London Majors. Came into this game batting .302. Matt, he has hits in 6 and now 7 straight ball games.
And we've heard from Game Day London. They've talked about it in one of their releases that they did. Can the Majors get hot at the right time? Doesn't matter how far the season is. Can they get hot going into playoffs?
Seems at least one guy has found his swing. The Majors' bats, of course, have been on fire as of late. They had 16 runs on 20 hits last night. That one bunted, but the ball is going to go foul. Was going to be a tough play for Veilleux behind the plate. He'll take the foul ball, moves the count to 1-1. 16 runs on 20 hits last night, 11 runs on 18 in the loss to the Guelph Royals here on home turf earlier on in the week. And, of course, that big game against the Kitchener Panthers, which the Majors had 18 runs on 15 hits. Ball inside. McGee is going to have a chance to advance here, and he will, sliding into second base on the ball that got away from the catcher, Veilleux.
Not someone you think to advance there, McGee, not known for his speed by any means. And you can see him laughing out there, Noah, from here in the Game Day London press box. That now he's standing on second base without a hit by any means.
So McGee at second now. Corner still in for the Red Sox, protecting against the bunt. This one hit the other way down the right field line. Going to be a tough play coming over with the slide, and that one's going to get past Fabian into right field. McGee is held at third as the throw comes in, and it'll be a double off the bat of Robert Mackey.
And it's tough on McGee for that one. It looked like it was going to be caught for sure on the sliding attempt, but unfortunately he stands at third base now. Still none out, though, in the inning. Lots of opportunity for the Majors to score here.
Well, the Majors will take that. Of course, no point in rushing McGee home there with nobody out here in the inning. Keith Candell is the batter now for London. And the top of the order stands on deck. The infield in for the Red Sox here. Jones ready, and the first pitch missing well outside. Trying to find his stuff here in the early going of this ball game. Jones grabs his sign again from the catcher. And now the leg kick, big delivery. This one hit on the ground. Picked up Ruiz at third. Throw high, but able to get up with it and down is Nick Burdett. Runners stay where they are. And a big first down here in the inning for the Red Sox.
Yeah, not the only place you really didn't want that one. It goes to the right side of the field. You've got a chance to send that runner. But unfortunately, going to the third base side, really tough to advance the runner on that one. But you bring the top of the order up with one out. That's probably your best situation, really, even with the out.
So back to the top of the order for Austin Wilkie. He puts one in the air down the right field line. Going to be a tough play over towards the line. That one caught, and the throw in gets past the catcher, but the Majors can't advance. So a big out there for the Red Sox. Now there's two gone here in the inning.
Not sure if that was a miscommunication or what that was. McGee was down the line after the tag, but he just stopped probably about a quarter of the way down and just retreated back to third base.
So now the runner's still at second and third. Now two outs here in the inning. First pitch is a curveball to Drew Lawrence, and it's 0-1. Majors trying not to strand the runners out there at second and third. Ball to the plate in the dirt, plucked by Veilleux to keep it in front of him. And the count moves to 1-1. Starling Joseph is on deck for London. He had a two-run double back in the first inning. Just an inning ago. Majors looking to add some here in the second. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back into the screen by Drew. And it's 1-2. Jones has looked a little bit more dialed in here after the Red Sox. They've been able to get him outs on those plays. Now it's 1-2. Delivers to the plate, and it's fouled back again by Lawrence. Staying alive at the plate on a count that remains at 1-2.
And you look at it, both those balls have been right back in our direction. So you know Drew is just off those pitches. You got to think he's thinking along the same lines as Jones here.
1-2. Missing out of the bottom of the zone. Quincy Jones with that breaking ball now at 2-2. Lawrence also walked his first time around, same as Wilkie. They got aboard before the Starling Joseph double scored them both. 2-2 delivery. Up the middle, base hit for Lawrence. In to score McGee. Right behind him, Robert Mackey. Now Lawrence is going to look for two. Throw comes in high, and he's in safe to second base. Showing off the speed is Drew Lawrence, scoring a pair and into second base himself.
The football speed that we know, maybe some fans don't know as he plays for the London Beefeaters. He's showing off that speed there, scoring two really important runs there for the Majors. You could not leave those runs standing on second and third as they came out with less than 2 outs with them standing there.
Majors got those runners to second and third with nobody out before a couple of quick outs had them in danger of not getting anything here in the inning. Lawrence making sure that wasn't the case. First pitch to Joseph, called a strike, caught the inside corner on the breaking ball. 0-1. Starling's 1 for 1. That double an inning ago, scored a couple. He's got another chance for an RBI here with Lawrence standing at second. Jones checks back at 2. Now delivers back to him on the mound off the end of the bat of Starling Joseph. And that will end the frame. The Majors pick up a couple after the Drew Lawrence RBI double scores a pair for London here. It's a 5-1 Majors lead after 2 here on Majors TV.
Here we go.
Believe me, you've never heard a talk show like this.
I'm sleeping with Joe Carter. By the way, Joe did not touch the ball.
Yeah, I have to say, your voice is fantastic. Meet Smitty.
Listen, I'm the brains here.
And Mitty.
And I'm the good-looking funny one.
This is the Smitty Mitty Show.
Catch new episodes of the Smitty and Mitty Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're watching London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Get started at Planet Fitness today through the free PF app, online, or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
London Majors Baseball back here on Majors TV as we get you set for the third inning here at Labatt Park. Jordan Schulafan, the Majors starter, back out onto the hill here for the third. And he enjoys that the Majors have staked him to a 4-run lead. It's a 5-1 ball game here as we get set to start the third. It is 2, 3, and 4 in the Red Sox order to begin this top of the third inning. 2 hits for the Red Sox through 2 innings so far. They scored the first run to get the ball game started, but since then the Majors have added 5 of their own. And that first pitch from Schulafan is going to miss on the bottom of the zone for ball 1. We will keep an eye on the pitch count for Jordan Schulafan for the Majors. This next one is number 40, which not at a mark that you worry about just yet, but another inning of higher than normal counts may be able to push him in a spot where you keep an eye on it. You may look to the bullpen. That one misses, and the count moves to 3-0.
I don't want to say, we've seen it before, but Owen Boone pitched 123 the other night. So it's not like Roop isn't willing to push his guys to where they feel that they can't go anymore.
Just a walk, 2 strikeouts for him so far in the ball game. Here's a 3-1 delivery. That one's fouled back into the screen. And now it is 3-2 here on Wilson. Wilson looking to try and get things started here for the Red Sox. 1 for 1 so far tonight, as that one's fouled off and will get out of play. Sending some youngsters chasing after it down the first base line. Count remains at 3-2 here for Shulafan and the Majors. Grabs his sign from DeOlio. Here's the righty delivering to the plate, called strike 3. And strikeout number 3 for Jordan Shulafan. That's the first out of the inning.
All the way back from 3-0, is able to get the strikeout. Definitely something that you want to have when you are able to get down 3-0 and you can come all the way back like that.
So Kieran Bowles will stroll to the plate now for Brantford. He's 0 for 1 so far in the early going of this ball game. Shulafan ready and delivers. The fastball will miss upstairs. 1-0 here to Bowles, the second baseman today for Brantford.
Another guy that can play all the way around the infield. We've seen him second, third, catching. I think we've even seen him at first this year maybe as well.
1-1 on him now after that called strike on the corner for Shulafan. Now he's ready to deliver again. Curveball, not enough break on it there. Missed it and moves the count to 2-1. Majors up 5-1 here in the early going. 4 hits for London, 2 for Brantford. Called strike on Bowles at the bottom of the zone. And now it is 2-2 here on the Red Sox second baseman. Here's Shulafan to the plate. Breaking ball bounced. Blocked by DeOlio. Count now 3-2. Shulafan working quick here. He's got a good pace on the mound. Here's the 3-2. Hit on the ground. Shortstop coming in off a hump. Picked up. Throw across the diamond. And that one is going to be in time for out number 2. So 2 gone now after that ground out. And Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. Did we have a defensive replacement at some point in the middle of the innings there? That one's going to miss with the ball to begin the at-bat to Kuzemka.
I don't remember one, but maybe we did. I didn't see one or the umpire point up to us to notify us.
Now time called at the plate. Keith Gandel began the game at shortstop for London. He is not out there right now, as that one is called a strike for Shulafan.
So it's Dan Patel at 2, Tommy Reyes-Cruz now at shortstop. So I'm wondering if Keith was hit a couple weeks ago in Kitchener right on the inside of the wrist. So I'm wondering if that's bothering him or if something else maybe triggered him to have to come out of this game.
Shulafan can't find the zone. Falling behind now to Kuzemka. Ready and delivering here is the right-hander. That one's there for a strike. And moves the count to 2-2. Shulafan. Full windup here, works on the mound. Now he grabs his sign. Little pause at the top, delivers to the plate, called strike 3. Strikeout ends the inning for Jordan Shulafan. And he is through another. It's the Majors 5, Red Sox 1 as we go to the bottom half of the third.
Little bit of a timing step on that one for Shulafan. Changing up the timing on the batter definitely was able to help him on that one as he's able to get out of the inning unscathed.
So the Red Sox will head out to the field. The Majors back to the bats here with a 5-1 lead as they get ready for the bottom of the third inning. And Matt, just to confirm there, that Change for the Majors was Batal in for Candell, if you are scoring at home, and then an infield switch around. Move Tommy Reyes-Cruz over to shortstop, and Batal into second base for London.
And from our vantage point here, we don't have the best vantage point into the dugout, but I don't see Keith in the dugout at all either right now.
So we'll keep an eye on that. We'll bring you any updates we can as the ball game progresses and moves along. But the Majors will, at least as it appears right now, be without Keith Candell, who, Matt, I'm going to ask you here, is that Keith Candell over at first base?
Yep, that would be Keith Candell over at first base there.
I found him.
You found him.
You're looking in the wrong spot. If you're looking in the Majors dugout, Keith Candell is over coaching first for London right now.
We found him. Look at that. Switch of a camera and we're able to find him.
So there he is, chatting things up with Nick Burdett.
See, and this is why you're the guy that always talks and I'm the guy that switches the cameras, right?
So Eduardo De Olio will stroll the plate. He'll lead things off for London in the bottom of the third inning. Majors holding a 5-1 lead over the Red Sox right now. 3 runs in the first, 2 runs in the bottom of the second. De Olio's 0 for 1 so far in the ball game. He'll look to try and turn that around in his second at-bat. Jones delivers the first pitch that'll miss well upstairs. Had Veyu reaching for it up above the zone. And it's 1-0. Looks and ready. De Olio in the air, left field, off the end of the bat, ranging in is Wilson. And Ty Wilson's there to make the catch for the first out here of the bottom of the third.
Just missed that one off the end of the bat there. A lot of Majors players seem to go to that left field side. We talked earlier, even before we came on the broadcast, we saw Cleve hit the first one that you and I can remember to opposite field, snuck it around that foul pole last night.
Well, I didn't get a chance to talk between last night's ball game and today to Cleve, but that might have been his first opposite field home run right down the right field line. Reyes-Cruz has ripped one down the left field line, and he's going to be rolling into second base with a 1-out double.
Oh, we talk about the right field line. Now we got left field line, and that was smashed down the line there to get him on to second base there.
So now here is Cleveland Brownlee coming to the plate for the second time tonight. And to take you back to last night, Cleveland kind of got one inside-outed. Pitch on the inside portion of the plate that he took the other way, and he just muscled it. Maybe a little bit of help from the wind that was gusting throughout the course of last night. But if it's 330 as it reads down the right field line, Cleve didn't hit that more than 333. It snuck over the wall and just past the foul pole, as now that one is going to be grounded and bounced foul into the seats just past the Majors dugout. The count moves to 0-1 here on Brownlee.
Well, we should mention we don't have our mobile cam tonight, smaller crew, but I watched our camera that is on that side, and that one ripped over that camera.
Jones ready here on 0-1. Brownlee swings through it. And it's 0-2 here on Cleve. Cleve down 0-2 here on the count. Looking to try and fight well behind here. Jones ready and delivers. Brownlee on the ground. Shortstop, they're going to go to 3 with it. Throws high and in safely is Reyes-Cruz. Just had to put the ball in play, and Brownlee is going to be aboard here for the Majors.
Kind of shocked at that play with a speedier Tommy Reyes-Cruz there, goes to third, But the slower, you could have probably gotten Cleve over at first base. But either way, the Majors will take that one.
I agree. I think, the play was taking him over to his right towards third, and a lot of times they'll try to get that play. Head to the throw, been on. They might have had a chance to get Reyes Cruz as well. As the first pitch now to Kane McGee will miss for ball one. Brownlee is at first. Reyes Cruz at third now. Runners on the corners, one out for London. McGee off the end of the bat the other way. Down the left field line, chasing it towards the corner. That one's going to bounce and go out of play. A ground rule double for Kane McGee will bring in another run for London.
And Kane did not miss that one by much. As you saw, it hit right off the track there before hitting the foul pole and coming back into play.
Went the opposite way with a ton of power. And he just missed out on a long ball. Now, I'm not sure what the conversation is here, Matt.
I'm not sure either.
Rup Chanderdat's out now talking with the umpires, maybe just looking for some clarification. Ball certainly bounced on the warning track and then up towards the foul pole.
It did hit the foul pole and came back in. And you and I were out there earlier. That foul pole is about probably 3 to 4 feet past the fence. So it definitely went over and came back in.
With the renovations to Labatt Park a couple years ago when they took out the hedges, Matt, the hedges were there. The foul pole's put in kind of behind the hedges, so there is a little gap between the fence and the foul pole. So that ball certainly snuck out of play as the first pitch will be fouled back here to Robert Mackey. He's 1 for 1 tonight.
And if the hedges were there, that one probably hits and stays over the fence, and that clearly makes it a ground rule double. But with no hedges and hitting that foul pole, it comes back into play. It kind of gives you that look of, maybe it might be still alive.
Ball in the dirt moves the count to 1-1. The infield is in here with Mackey at the plate, McGee at second, Brownlee at third. Just one out so far in the inning. Majors up by a score of 6-1. Red Sox trying to keep it there. There is some action down in the Brantford bullpen as that pitch will miss upstairs to Mackey and move the count to 2-1. We'll try to bring you who is down there for the Red Sox. They've probably got 4 or 5 different guys moving around down in the bullpen. Only one of them throwing as of now. Ready now is Jones for the 2-1. Fastball upstairs to Mackey, and it's 3-1. Falling behind now, running out of some gas perhaps. Fans trying to cheer along as the curveball will miss. And the walk loads the bases here in the third.
Noah, do we hear a ball 5?
You will. You give it some time and you will.
I have to say, over the years, our fans have been great. These ball flowers coming into the team over the past 2 years now have really evolved the game here. And it gives you almost something extra to look forward to, not from the players even, but from the fans. And that really livens the crowd, especially this grandstand section.
So here comes to the plate Dan Battelle. He came in as a defensive replacement for Keith Candell, then was moved over to second base with Reyes Cruz moving to short where Keith Candell was. So this will be the first at-bat of the ball game for Dan Battelle. He's got the bases loaded, 1 out here. Red Sox have moved the infield, at least in the middle, back to try and turn 2. Corners are playing even as that one is fouled and sliced out of play for strike 1. There is now another second arm up and throwing for Brantford, a few of them playing catch down there in the bullpen. Jones to the plate, and that one will miss, 1-1.
And it looks like
there's a few different down there throwing that.
Ricardo Diao? is the one that we've got that was warming up earlier. I'm still trying to get a number on the second one that's just joined him.
That one will miss. I'm not sure if that's Danny Howitt down there throwing.
Yeah, it's Danny Howitt.
He's the lefty throwing off the left side of the bullpen mounds. Two arms getting ready for the Red Sox. This one in the air, left center. Coming on is the center fielder, Fishbaum. Gets it. Strong throw coming home. Do they have a chance to get Brownlee? And he's under the tag.
Much more majestic slide than last time, but Cleveland gets in there to score that run.
Sacrifice fly for Dan Battelle brings in a run. And the Majors up 7-1. This will grab a visit from the coaching staff here with now 2 gone in the inning. Dan Battelle knew his job. All he had to do was get a ball into the air, into the outfield, and he had a chance to score Cleveland Brownlee.
No, I believe you were on the call for that one too with Cleveland when he looked like we've all done it on our bicycles where you hit the front brakes and you fall over the front.
Falls over the handlebars,
yep. That was Cleveland. Cleve, I had talked to Cleve while I was down on the field, and I was like, Cleve, what happened? He's like, man, I was going for the slide and thought I could just run in and made the decision last minute, and that's how everything happened. And you know what? Either way, he got the run in, and that's what matters there. And the Majors take the 6-run lead here in the 3rd inning.
First pitch will miss inside. It's back to the top of the Majors order, and Austin Wilkie at the plate. McGee and Mackey, who are at second base and first base, respectively, did not move up on the sacrifice fly. Now Wilkie off the end of the bat, pops it up in the air. Possibly some trouble. Now ranging back to get it is Kieran Bowles just on the outfield grass. He's underneath it to make the catch and retire the Majors here in the bottom of the 3rd. But the runs keep coming for London. 2 more here in the bottom of inning number 3. Have the Majors up by a score of 7-1. You're watching London Majors baseball here on Major.
Here we go.
Believe me, you've never heard a talk show like this.
I'm sleeping with Joe Carter. By the way, Joe did not touch the ball.
Yeah, I have to say, your voice is fantastic. Meet Smitty.
Listen, I'm the brains here.
And Mitty.
And I'm the good-looking funny one.
This is the Smitty Mitty Show.
Catch new episodes of the Smitty and Mitty Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're watching London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
I want to ride this pony, but I suffer from low E.
Millions of people are suffering from low energy, commonly known as low E.
Low E has hurt my performance in the bedroom. I haven't been able to make the bed in years.
Now there's hope. Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free PF app for only $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
You're watching.
Here's the pitch. Joseph drills it to right center field. That ball's going back to the warning track, to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Starling Joseph, a 2-run home run.
London Majors Baseball on MajorsTV.
Back here inside Labatt Memorial Park as we move along to the top of the fourth inning. Kids have finished running the bases for tonight, and we are ready to go for the top half of inning number 4. London 7, Brantford 1 as we get ready for the fourth. There is a shot of the right field line, and with that, you can catch a little bit of a glimpse of the Brantford Red Sox bullpen. Nobody throwing right now, but they did have a couple of arms up and moving around. And we'll keep you up to date on how that goes. But as of right now, it looks like we'll see Quincy Jones head back out for another inning for the Red Sox.
Yeah, I would assume so. No one's really throwing. No one's really active over there. So I would assume he's on for the next one.
First pitch of the inning is hit hard and into left field. And it's going to be a lead-off base hit for the Red Sox. Jeremy Vieilleux with the base knock to get things started here in the top of the fourth inning. Single just getting past the infield there of Reyes, Cruz, and Lawrence. Third hit of the night for Brantford. Hard hit into center. And not getting enough of it was Burdett. That one's ranged in and caught by Austin Wilkie. And a quick first out off the bat of Burdett. Now with one gone here in the inning. So one gone after the fly out. Still standing over at first is Vieilleux. Schulafan taking a little bit more time here, but ready to go. As the first pitch is going to be foul. Looked like right off the mask of DeOlio. So the home plate umpire and crew chief, Bob Blake, is going to go out and hand deliver the baseball to Schulafan to give an extra second for DeOlio behind the plate.
I'm not sure if that's our ball flowers yelling at the player or the umpire down there.
I think it was just a little jab to Wilson, as now Wilson's going to put one into left center field. Getting a good jump there was Vieilleux. He's going to round second and go to third. Now trying to come in to get to second. The throw is going to get away. And into second base with a double is Ty Wilson. Didn't hit that one super hard into the gap, but he took advantage, had a great round of first, and he got in there before the throw for a one-out double to put runners at second and third, and this will get a mound visit from Brent Wales.
Couple hits to lead off the inning. You go back and you say, okay, hey, you've been pitching well so far tonight. Just go back to what you were. Don't try and be fancy with it. Just get back into things and start moving again.
So Brent Wales chatting things over with the pitching staff. And it looks like everybody is on the same page and ready to go. Majors, let's see what they do with the infield here. They have a 7-1 lead. So I don't know if they're going to be super quick to try and cut down any runs at the plate. It'll be smarter at this point to maybe play for some outs. There's one out here in the inning. Looking here is Schulafan. First pitch is a fastball, and that one is going to miss. Chris Ruiz is the batter here for Brantford. Got aboard with a walk his first time around. Now he's going to hit one in the air. Deep to left center field, and this one is gone. Damage from the former Major as Chris Ruiz goes deep, a 3-run shot. And the Red Sox get a few back here. It's a 7-4 ball game. Shulafan now with a clean slate. Matt, we haven't seen any action down in the Majors bullpen. Skylar Janice, is down there now roaming around and possibly trying to stretch out. Here in the top of the fourth inning, just one out and a big shot there from Ruiz.
Yeah, I would think Shulafan wants to keep going. He started off the inning not so great. Try and get back into it, get the next 3 outs, or the next 2 outs as quick as possible.
Ready here, Shulafan to the plate. They'll appeal down to first base and say that Fishbaum did go around, so it's a swing and a miss for strike one. And now called strike three. Oh, and Fishbaum's been thrown out of the ball game. I'm not sure the argument here. Matt, correct me if I'm wrong. Was there 3 strikes there?
I'm honestly, Noah, I was lost myself there.
Yeah, he was tossed out of the ball game after the strike 3 call. And the Red Sox had to go get Fishbaum, who is now down on strikes.
I was still updating their score bug here when the first pitch went across.
First pitch is there for a strike, pardon me. Fabian at the plate here for Brantford as he fouls that one back. And it's quickly 0-2 here. Matthew Fabian at the top of the Brantford lineup here with 2 outs. Ready is Shulafan. Here's the 0-2. Fastball will miss outside. Count now to 1-2. Delivery and a curveball going to miss low now. Shulafan trying to work through the top of the fourth inning here. He's got a 2-2 count. This one laced, and it's going to find its way into right field for a base hit. Fabian into first. He's got a 2-out single here, and the Red Sox aren't done yet here on the top of the fourth inning. A liner for a single getting into right. And now Gus Wilson will come to the plate. He's 1 for 2.
And Fishbaum, their center fielder, it was where he started. So they'll have a new center fielder, or at least a new outfielder, I would assume, coming in for the bottom of this inning.
First pitch is going to be fouled back here to Gus Wilson, moving the account to 0-1. Wilson, as mentioned, 1 for 2. Had that hit earlier on in the ball game. Now we'll try to get something going with 2 outs here for the Red Sox. That one taken. And the count now 0-2. Trying to work through it here is Shulafan in the top of the fourth. He's got an 0-2 count. Called strike 3. Fastball right there. Wilson down on strike. Shulafan gets out of the jam with a called third strike, but not before Ruiz and the Red Sox add 3 on the 3-run blast to make this game close again. It's 7-4 London Majors lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. So you see the line score on your screen. London 7 on 6 hits. Brantford 4 runs on 6 hits so far tonight. And we will see a new arm into the ball game here for Brantford as well. We'll try to bring you who that is as soon as possible. Ethan Paulos is into the ball game here.
He's in center field there now for the Red Sox after Fishbaum's ejection.
After the ejection, yeah.
And it looks like Ricciardo.
We'll try to bring that for Ricardo Dio, it looks like, into the ball game here for Brantford. Not listed on one of our lineup cards, but is listed on the lineup card handed in by the Red Sox tonight. He will be the righty into the ball game in replace of Quincy Jones. Red Sox, after getting back into the ball game with a 3-run shot now, trying to keep this game close, Matt. You don't want to allow, as soon as you kind of inch your way back in, you don't want to allow the Majors to keep scoring runs at the rate that they have in the early going of this ball game.
Yeah, like we talked about, and we've talked about for the last probably week, the Majors have 45 runs plus over the last 3 games. This team's on fire when it comes to the bats. They just need to start stopping them being scored against them, and they'll be doing really well. And this is the game to start it if you're going to do anything before going to the very tough Christie Pitts tomorrow. We both know, we've both seen games there that games can just, or people can just fly, or balls can just fly out of there easily.
So Drew Lawrence will lead things off here for London. He'll look to try and start things in the bottom of the 4th. Behind him, Starling Joseph, 2-3-4 for the Majors here in the inning.
And we see a little gamesmanship here going on between Drew and third baseman Chris Ruiz for the Red Sox here.
Lawrence in the air to left, back towards the track, on the track, and that one's going to bang up against the wall. Lawrence rounding first, and now he'll be into second base with a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lawrence getting close there, within a couple feet of putting that one out, but he'll take the leadoff double.
Time to hit the gym there if you're going to hit them deep here as Drew starts doing a couple push-ups there on second base.
So Starling Joseph will roll to the plate now for London. 1 for 2 so far in tonight's game. Majors in a good spot to add a run here in the inning with the leadoff double from Lawrence. Seven runs on 7 hits for London so far. Checking, and now Starling gets out in front of one and rips it down the line well, foul into the parking lot.
You moved your truck, right?
I did.
That looked like that's where it was going, is where you had parked your truck earlier tonight.
Smarter than that, Mr. Hiscox.
Hey.
We were out doing some work on the center field camera prior to tonight's game. And I had my truck parked just by the foul pole as the Majors started BP, so it was a mad dash to get it moved in time.
We all make one mistake usually every season, and, you know, I didn't want that to be tonight for you.
No, I didn't want that to cost me. 1-1 as that one misses upstairs to Starling Joseph.
If I got to drive you home, that's a long drive for me, and then all the way back to Lambeth.
I can drive with the windshield. You just kick it out.
Old school, eh?
Dio ready on the mound here for Brantford. And that one ripped the other way by Joseph. It's going to go out of play. Count to 1-2 now after the foul ball. And Starling will gather himself ready again here. Lawrence still at second. Curveball braked in there and had Starling bending out of the way. Moves to 2-2.
Didn't drop like normal. It was slow enough that he was able to just bend out of the way.
Here's the pitch. That one's going to bounce. Veilleux didn't know where it was, and it gets away. Moving up to third is Lawrence. That moves the count to 3-2 now.
We should mention Keith. We've talked about him. He was coaching first there. Just before that pitch, he was 3/4 of the way down the first base line here, trying to get a good angle for Drew Lawrence there.
With the Majors dugout on the third base side and with Drew's speed, first man to get there to try and make a play or make a call on if Drew needs to get down on a close play at the plate would be Keith Candell. Pitch to the plate, it's going to miss to Joseph. He'll walk. And now Joseph goes down to first. Runners will be at the corners for Eduardo DeOlio. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. DeOlio's 0 for 2 here in the early going.
But he has the power to change this wide open with one swing of the bat here. We've seen it multiple times from him already this season.
Already curveball to the plate, and that one's going to bounce out in front of Veilleux for ball one.
No, I was talking to new assistant coach Steve Cochran prior to last week's game, just after DeOlio hit 4 home runs in Kitchener, and he said he doesn't think all 4 of those have landed yet.
DeOlio belted out to center field. Long run, even longer home run. Eduardo DeOlio blasts one out to deep center field. And home run number 13 on the season adds on to this Majors lead.
And that is probably about as deep as you could hit one in this park. That was just to the left of the 402 sign here, and we had a great look at that one.
A 10-4 Majors lead after the 3-run blast from Eduardo DeOlio. Still nobody out here in the bottom of inning number 4. Curveball begins the at-bat, and that one moves the count to 0-1. Pitch to Reyes Cruz. That one will miss inside. Count now 1-1 here. Reyes Cruz was moved over to shortstop when Keith Candell left the ball game. Dan Patel came in and moved over to second, where he started the ball game. That one fouled off out of play. Moves the count to 1-2. Still some action down in the Red Sox bullpen as they look for some relief help. This one off the end of the bat, Reyes Cruz to third, and the throw is a wide one. Reyes Cruz will advance up to second base on the error. And the big inning for London continues here.
And this is big, none out. All this has happened with none out. This is anything the Red Sox did not want. This is what is all happening for them. You've already had one pitching change. You've had a mound visit already in the inning. This is, or just before this inning, sorry, I should say. So this is a long inning for the Red Sox pitching staff.
So Reyes Cruz at second. Now the home plate umpire, Bob Blake, is going to come out to break up this meeting early. 3 runs across for London here in the bottom of the 4th. They scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 already here in the 4th inning, and now Cleveland Brownlee comes to the plate.
Tommy's speed, a single scores him.
Brownlee statistically having a down year, still 6 long balls for him and 17 runs batted in. We'll take that first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Power numbers still there for Cleve. Had a resurgence over the last few years with his batting average. As that one will miss away from him 2-0.
This year the average has kind of fallen down a little bit to where, you know, it's not after a down a career season last year, everything's going to be down for what Cleve would want. Just about that 200 mark this year, but still hitting absolutely mammoth home runs.
Batted .335 last summer in the regular season for London. His average is just 200 coming into tonight's game. But as mentioned, the 6 home runs, 17 RBIs out of the designated hitter spot. It's a 3-0 count to him here. And 4 straight wide ones.
You know, being on the field taking photos every game, I don't get to hear it all the time. But hearing the ball 4, ball 5, it's definitely something different.
Well, the Red Sox are going to make a move here and go to the bullpen once more. No outs recorded here in the 4th inning. The Majors are rolling. It's a 10-4 lead for London. We go to break.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Get started at Planet Fitness today through the free PF app, online, or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
Go beyond the scores and get to know the athletes who call the Forest City home.
Joseph crushes one.
Game Day London brings you in-depth stories and conversations about London's major teams and the athletes. Whether it's in the rink with the Knights or on the field with the Majors, Game Day London has you covered from the start. For fresh and engaging sports coverage, visit GameDayLondon.com, a proud sponsor of MajorsTV.
You're watching London Majors Baseball.
London Majors Baseball. London Majors Baseball on MajorsTV.
Back here inside Labatt Memorial Park, Gabe Braun will take over as the new reliever for the Brantford Red Sox. Just 1 appearance so far for him in the summer. Pitch 2/3 of an inning for the Red Sox against the Barry Bay Cats. He'll be called on. Played for the Hamilton Cardinals in 2021 and 2022. Well, there's a little bit of time with the Cards in 23 before coming over. McGee's going to hit one on the ground. First pitch he sees into right field. Station to station for the Majors, who have the bases loaded with nobody out.
First pitch swinging for McGee. A little ambush tactic there for him, and that's exactly what you want to do. You don't want to let a pitcher get comfortable coming into this game with 2 on. Now he's really uncomfortable on his second pitch. with Mackey coming to the plate. Mackey hit his first career home run last night here at Labatt Park versus the Maple Leafs off one of probably the best relievers in the league in Dustin Richardson.
Well, we talked about Kane McGee being hot. He's now 3 for 3. That base hit loads the bases. Curveball starts the at-bat. And it's going to be a strike to move the count to 0-1 here on Robert Mackey. Braun is ready on the hill. Curveball bounces away, maybe thinking about it, but a nice recovery there behind the plate from Veilleux. Keeps Reyes Cruz over at third. 1-1 the count now.
Reyes quickly threw on the brakes there as he was about probably 2/3 of the way down the line there, but didn't get far enough away for him to make any attempt to come home.
1-1 count here to Mackey. 1-1 on the ground, back to the mound. To the plate comes Braun. They'll get the force out there, and that's all they'll get on the play. They'll take it, though. 1 gone here in the inning. And the score remains 10-4.
The hardest thing here for the Majors is you have 2 slower runners in front of Mackey at first now. So it's going to take at least a double to score probably both of them. Maybe even a little more to push to score Mackey.
Patel walked his first time around. His second at-bat. We mentioned he came in defensively for Candell. First pitch to him will miss high and away. And the count now 1-0. Majors trying to add some more runs here. 3 already across in the inning. Here's the pitch from Braun. Just inside there to Patel. 2-0.
We'd seen that pitch, almost close to that pitch, be called a strike earlier in the game. Unfortunately, that one was a little too far inside for Bob Blake's liking.
Braun and the Red Sox looking to try and turn a double play ball and get out of the inning. That one comes inside, almost hits Patel. Bouncing around some legs, is kept inside the dirt area of home plate and keeps the runners where they are. Count at 3-0 now.
Yeah, if that one had have missed after hitting the ground on Dan Patel, I think that scores Cleveland, because that would have bounced all the way into the netting here behind home plate.
3-0, the crowd trying to cheer on for a ball 4. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 the count now to Dan Patel. Still looking to try and find his way on base, whether that's a hit or a walk, keep the line moving. 3-1 delivery here from Gabe Braun. And it'll miss. Bases loaded walk brings in a run for Dan Patel, and the Majors add on to the lead.
I don't think Dan knew if that was going to be called a ball or not. He looked back and was waiting for it to be called strike 3, but was not, and was given the free pass.
Well, I think he was just playing it safe, didn't want to be the guy to throw the bat when, it's not ball 4.
We've already seen that tonight.
Well, we've seen that almost seems like every game. Back to the top of the Majors order for Austin Wilkie.
Does he do it again after last night?
Grand slam in last night's ball game. The Majors had a grand slam Tuesday night, courtesy of Starling Joseph. Here's the first pitch delivery to him. It's a fastball called a strike at the bottom of the zone, 0-1. Runners on base represented Patel at first, Mackey at second, McGee at third. 0-1 breaking ball will miss outside, and it's 1-1. Clutch hitting has come from Austin Wilkie throughout the course of his time with the Majors. He'll look to try and add another RBI hit here. Fastball outside edge. That one will miss. 2-1 now to the Majors center fielder.
And still action down in the Red Sox bullpen as they keep the arms moving.
Ready here. Braun delivers 2-1. Outside. Wilkie doesn't offer at it. And it's 3 balls and a strike now. Braun and the Red Sox in danger of walking in another run. Looks like Aiden Armitage warming up for the Red Sox down in the bullpen. Three-1 delivery. Curveball, and he gets a swing and a miss from Wilkie. Count now moves to full here on the Majors. Leadoff man and center fielder tonight with the bases loaded. Fans trying to cheer him along for a big hit. Majors have 9 so far tonight. And here is the 3-2 delivery. Ball 4 brings in another run here for London. And McGee comes in to score. And now a 5-run inning for the Majors with still the bases loaded and 1 out. This will just be a meeting on the mound between the battery mates, and it looks like Chris Ruiz, the third baseman for Brantford, to chat things over. Armitage ready in the Red Sox bullpen if needed. Will be needed at some point, just a matter of if it's this inning or next. The Red Sox would love to get through this. Still a double play ball away from getting the final 2 outs of the inning.
5 runs this inning, only 3 hits for the Majors so far recorded in this inning. So they're taking advantage of the walks, the errors, all this inning to increase their lead.
Well, the man who started the inning, Drew Lawrence, steps to the plate. It was a double that began this bottom of the 4th.
He doubled that down left field here, which feels like almost an hour ago.
Braun ready here for Brantford on the hill. First pitch to Lawrence will miss, 1-0.
I shouldn't say an hour ago. That's my fault. I was thinking the ground rule double there earlier in the game.
1-0 here to Lawrence. Looking, delivering, curveball up in the zone. Can't get it to fall. 2-0 here. Starling Joseph stands on deck. All action in the Red Sox bullpen has halted for now. Ready for the 2-0 delivery. Outside, can't find the zone. It's 3-0.
Are we on ball 8 here, Noah?
No, there was a strike in the last at-bat. That one is ball 4 on 4 straight pitches, though. And a walk brings in another run for London. 13 so far tonight, 6 here in the inning. And that looks like it'll be the end of the line for Gabe Braun on the mound for Brantford. We'll wait for the official move, but it looks like the Red Sox are going to go to Aiden Armitage out of the bullpen when we come back. 13-4 for the Majors here on Majors TV.
Here we go.
Believe me, you've never heard a talk show like this.
I'm sleeping with Joe Carter. By the way, Joe did not touch the ball.
Yeah, I have to say, your voice is fantastic. Meet Smitty.
Listen, I'm the brains here.
And Mitty.
And I'm the good-looking funny one.
This is the Smitty Mitty Show.
Catch new episodes of the Smitty and Mitty Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're watching London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
I want to ride this pony, but I suffer from low E.
Millions of people are suffering from low energy, commonly known as low E.
Low E has hurt my performance in the bedroom. I haven't been able to make the bed in years.
Now there's hope. Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free PF app for only $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
You're watching.
Here's the pitch. Joseph drills it to right center field. That ball's going back to the warning track, to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Starling Joseph, a 2-run home run.
London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
Back here on Majors TV, the Red Sox have gone to the bullpen. We'll bring you that in just a second. First, we'll take a look and check out the out-of-town scoreboard here in the Intercounty Baseball League tonight. As we mentioned, part of 3 games going on tonight. One already finished up before we got underway. The Barrie Bay Cats a 4-0 win over the Welland Jackfish at Vintage Throne Stadium in Barrie. The other game going on right now is in the bottom of the 4th inning as well. The Guelph Royals have a 4-3 lead over the Hamilton Cardinals at Hastings Stadium in Guelph. So we'll keep an eye on that as we move along. The pitcher on the mound for the Red Sox is Aiden Armitage. 6 games, all out of the bullpen in 11 innings pitched for him. He has a 1-1 record with an 8.18 earned run average, 13 strikeouts, but 11 walks over those 11 innings pitched. We'll keep an eye on that. He's being tasked with trying to get the Red Sox through this inning and maybe beyond if he can have success. Bases loaded, still just 1 out in the inning here for London. Starling Joseph comes to the plate.
One of the Majors' key power hitters so far as of late in this season.
First pitch from Armitage is going to miss upstairs and has Joseph dancing out of the way. And maybe a mix-up. Vayu is going to come out and talk to Armitage after that first pitch.
That definitely seemed like a mix-up on the battery there, as that was, you saw Vayu kind of adjust quickly on that one to make sure it was caught and not a pass ball.
Well, adjust in the pitch that was well out of the zone as well. Didn't help. 1-0 count. Here's Armitage to the plate, and that one is swung on and missed by Joseph.
I think Starling was looking to hit that Canada building over left field there that we had seen earlier.
One and 2 count here. Already 1-1 count here to Starling. Curveball, and it's fouled back. Almost had one he liked there. And Vayu, did he get hit by the bat of Joseph here? Is that what happened?
I think so. He was hit on the follow-through on that one.
And the training staff out there right away. This is not good. Vayu down, and thankfully back up fairly quickly here. And I just watched it back on my phone here, Matt. It was the follow-through with the bat of Joseph. It hit the back of Vayu's head, which thankfully wearing that skull cap, but it'll still jolt you a little bit.
Yeah, those are not fun by any means. I've caught before for 2 years back, and I wore the old goalie style mask, and that you'd get rocked with that one, and that one didn't feel too nice. But the skull cap definitely gives a little bit more protection down the neck, for sure.
So now it is a 1-2 count. Armitage looking to try and get the second out of the inning here for the Red Sox. Breaking ball, didn't get the chase from Joseph. And it's ball 2, 2-2. little bit of silence crept over the crowd here after that incident at the plate. Veilleux obviously okay. He's back into the ball game. 2-2 count now. And a swing and a miss. Blew it right by Joseph. Maybe he was expecting something else, but it's a strikeout for Armitage. And there's 2 gone. Coming out of the bullpen, that's exactly what you need for the Red Sox to try and stop the bleeding, keep it where it is. And Eduardo De Olio will come to the plate. 1 for 3, and he had a big blast already, Matt.
402 sign was hit with that one for sure when he absolutely crushed it.
That was the 3rd batter of this inning. And now he gets a chance to bat again here. Bases loaded, 2 gone. And a healthy cut at that one. Swing and a miss, 0-1 on De Olio.
I think he was trying to do that once again and put it over the 402 sign.
Healthy cut, but he was out in front of it here. Armitage able to keep him off balance. He'll try to do that again here on 0-1. Called strike on De Olio, 0-2. De Olio looked at that one. Maybe wasn't ready for it, thought something else was coming. He's in a hole 0-2 here against Armitage. Looks back, now delivers. De Olio on a line, ripped it, but foul. Send some fans scrambling for it down in the picnic section down the left field line. Oh, 0-2 remains the count here on De Olio. To the plate, popped up, sky high on the infield. Wilson over, and he'll make the catch. So the pop-up gets the Brantford Red Sox out of the inning, but not before the Majors get 6 runs across. A 3-run blast from De Olio, the big one for London. And through 4 innings here at Labatt Park, it's a 13-4 London Majors lead.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Get started at Planet Fitness today through the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
Go beyond the scores and get to know the athletes who call the Forest City home.
Joseph crushes one.
Game Day London brings you in-depth stories and conversations about London's major teams and the athletes. Whether it's in the rink with the Knights or on the field with the Majors, Game Day London has you covered from the start. For fresh and engaging sports coverage, visit GameDayLondon.com, a proud sponsor of MajorsTV.
You're watching London Majors Baseball.
London Majors Baseball. London Majors Baseball on MajorsTV.
Back here at Labatt Memorial Park as we enter the 5th inning, and as you can see on the top right of your screen, we have a visitor to Labatt Park. A skunk has made its way onto the field, started, Matt, I believe, right around the Majors dugout, is now out in kind of deep left center field.
Yeah, and Keith Candel's on skunk duty here as he is taking it all the way out past our camera in center field, and I don't know, he's walking past it right now, and he's making himself a good trek here. If the kids are listening here in Labatt Park, they might want to get out of center field as the skunk is still out there.
I don't know if Keith's game plan is to try and just find a hole out there in center and get him through it.
I'm not sure. He's directly under the 402 sign here in center field.
And it looks like it's gone.
And Keith's able to run back here with a cheer from the Ballflowers as we avoid a too long of a skunk delay.
So we're good to go again here in the top of the 5th.
Those are not something you want to have. We've had them in Toronto before, but I think that's maybe the first one we've had here.
Well, Matt, and I'll be the first to let everyone know skunks are not fun.
Yes, that's right.
I have had to deal with that a few days ago. There was a skunk in my backyard, and the dog got sprayed.
You know what? And I have to say, thankfully, as much as I love my girlfriend, she had to deal with one with the dog back at her house, and it was a light spray just on the nose. But
yep, that was the same here. But let me tell you, that odor.
Oh, it's not fun.
2-1 count here on Kieran Bowles, who leads off the inning for Brantford. Now he looks at a fastball right down Broadway, and it's 2-2. Two balls, two strikes here. Jordan Schulfan still in the ball game here for London. Of course, being up 13-4 allows him to continue to work as that one's fouled and hits right off the mask of DeOlio. Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Catchers tonight are taking a little bit of a abusing tonight.
I'm beating behind the plate for DeOlio and Veilleux for the Red Sox.
And Kieran Bowles, he knows that all too well. He's been hit. I think their last game here, he broke his glasses, or the glass came out. I was talking to him after the game. So it's not fun for catchers when you're hit in the head.
Bowles, right field on a line, and that one is going to be reined in by Joseph, who was positioned perfectly for the first out of the top of the 5th inning. One gone now. And Christian Kuzemka will come to the plate here for Brantford. Kuzemka is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Schulfan ready and grabs his sign from DeOlio. Working from the full wind-up here with nobody on, 1 out in the inning. And the fastball is going to miss upstairs to begin the at-bat to Kuzemka.
Not many two-way players, position players that pitch have really pitched from that full stance.
Fastball fouled off back into the screen here. Moves the count to 1-1.
When we got a second here, I should ask you, did you and Dylan experience any balls off the roof here last night? I know Dylan's not a fan of those by any means.
Nothing. It's a fairly rare occurrence. We don't normally see it. That fastball just missed from Schulfan. Moves the count to 2-1. Kuzemka looking to get something started for the Sox with 1 gone here in the inning. Hits one the other way. Down the right field line. Going to be a long run. Ranging over towards the line. And the catch is made for the second out. A long way to go for that one.
That was a long, long way down the line there.
Starling Joseph well over towards the first base line. Makes the catch. And quickly 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And that will bring up Jeremy Veilleux to the plate for Brantford. Veilleux is 1 for 2. So here comes the first pitch to Veilleux as Schulfan goes in to his delivery with a fastball that misses on the inside. A little bit up as well to the inside of Veilleux.
We should say it's good to see Veilleux back out there. He was able to finish the inning, but he's out there again for the bottom of this inning.
Swing and a miss there on a fastball. Count now at 1-1. Just a little shaken up after the backswing from Joseph hit him. Now a swing and a miss through that one. Breaking ball. And it's quickly 1-2 here on the Red Sox catcher. Schulafan looking for that big third out here and get the Majors through a quick and easy top of the fifth. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Fastball, a little bit extra on that one, but missed well up in the zone to move the count to 2-2. Here's the pitch on the ground, third base, but foul. Ranging over was Mackey. Was able to pick that one up cleanly, but well to the side of the third base bag. And now we'll redo the 2-2. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Schulafan looking to put the Red Sox away here in the top half of the inning. And to the plate, fouled in and out of the glove of DeOlio. And another chance at the plate there for Veilleux. Schulafan ready again. Working here. And a swing and a miss. Off speed got him down on strikes. And another good inning for Jordan Schulafan on the mound for the Majors. 3 up, 3 down against the Red Sox. Go to the bottom of the 5th inning where Tommy Reyes-Cruz will lead things off for the London Majors.
And you could say the Red Sox were skunked in that inning.
Matt, you can't do those, or else I'm not going to allow you back on the microphones.
Hey, I got to get the dad jokes in there now and start preparing for those.
You got to prepare the dad jokes.
I got to start preparing for those dad jokes.
I'll let you have that one.
Okay,
but I don't want to hear it again.
No more tonight.
No more tonight.
Not
hear it again.
Not even for the our segue for our insurance.
No, you don't get to do that. So we don't get to give you any cool little segues. Aiden Armitage back out to the hill for the Brantford Red Sox. London Majors next game. We talked about the slew of midweek games for the Majors. They've had 2 straight, and they'll finish off the regular season with 2 more home games. This is the next game that the Majors will play. It's tomorrow afternoon at Christie Pitts in Toronto, a 2 o'clock start between the Leafs and the London Majors. And then London is back in action on home on Wednesday night. 7:35 first pitch here at Labatt Memorial Park.
Yeah, those weekday games, they're not just tough on the players. Those are tough on all of us up here. You know, we're usually here 4 o'clock for those games, trying to get out of work as early as we can and then get here. We've got 2 more of those left in the season. We've got
both Wednesday games.
We've got Wednesday the 9th against Hamilton, then the 16th. Back-to-back, we should say. Tuesday in Guelph, Wednesday at home to Guelph, with 2 more Fridays left. So the Fridays are starting to run out on the regular season for the Majors. And if you're a fan of baseball, this is where you want to be on a Friday night, even here on a Saturday night, we should say.
Rare weekend where the Majors have 2 home games, and they're back-to-back, Friday and Saturday night. So a chance to come out to the ballpark. And the final warm-up pitch for Aiden Armitage is complete, and we're ready to go here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Tommy Reyes-Cruz to lead things off here for London. Cleveland Brownlee is behind him, barring any pinch hitters, and then Kane McGee. Reyes-Cruz is 1 for 3 so far tonight. London has 13 runs on just 9 hits. The man that we will see bat third for London in this inning has 3 of those in Kane McGee. First pitch to Reyes-Cruz is going to miss outside, and the count moves to 1-0. Armitage ready, and he swings and misses there. Reyes-Cruz just out in front of that one. That one will miss. 2-1 to Reyes Cruz. Armitage came in out of the bullpen last inning. Got the final 2 outs of the inning and is now being asked to work again here in the bottom of the 5th. Just 11 pitches for him so far. This one rolled over on the ground to second base, picked up, bowls over to Burdett in time. And a fairly quick, fairly easy first out for the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 5th. I'll bring up Cleveland Brownlee to the plate here with 1 gone.
And that's a moment up here in the booth. We've heard them in the major leagues. Cleveland Brownlee Jr. announcing his dad there over the PA system.
Junior, as they call him around the ballpark.
We've seen him even taking swings during BP.
Senior pops it up on the infield, and that one is going to be a pop out for another quick out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Takes just 1 pitch to retire Cleveland Brownlee. And Aiden Armitage out of the bullpen is being awfully efficient here for the Red Sox. His next task, pardon me, a little bit tougher. It's Kane McGee. He's 3 for 3 tonight.
He can stay hot. He's been hot all week here. Getting him a little more playing time, and I think that's why you see him starting a little more. You got to keep a hot bat in the lineup as much as you can.
Had a hit in the win last night against the Toronto Maple Leafs as he takes that first pitch for a called strike to move the count to 0-1. Against Guelph in the midweek game, he had 3 hits as well. As mentioned, this his 7th straight ball game with a base hit. Hits that one on the ground. This one rolled over to second, Bulls to 1 in time. And there is a 1-2-3 inning for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 5th. First 0 on the board for the Majors offensively tonight, but they're cruising with a 13-4 lead after 5. You're watching London Majors Baseball here on Majors TV.
Here we go.
Believe me, you've never heard a talk show like this.
I'm sleeping with Joe Carter. By the way, Joe did not touch them all.
Yeah, I have to say, your voice is fantastic. Meet Smitty.
Listen, I'm the brains here.
And Mitty.
And I'm the good-looking funny one.
This is the Smitty Mitty Show.
Catch new episodes of the Smitty and Mitty Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You're watching London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
I want to ride this pony, but I suffer from low E.
Millions of people are suffering from low energy, commonly known as low E.
Low E has hurt my performance in the bedroom. I haven't been able to make the bed in years.
Now there's hope. Planet Fitness replaces low E with Big E, which keeps you energized and glowing all day. Simply join through the free PF app for only $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
You're watching.
Here's the pitch. Joseph drills it to right center field. That ball's going back to the warning track, to the wall. Goodbye, baseball. Starling Joseph, a 2-run home run.
London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
Back here at Labatt Memorial Park, we move along. It's the top of the 6th inning. London 13, Brantford 4. As we get set and ready, it'll be Nick Burdett leading things off here for Brantford in the inning. Jordan Chulafan is back out to the hill here for London. The pitch count entering this inning for him is 91, but there's no sign of action down in the Majors bullpen as he continues to work well here against the Red Sox order. First pitch fouled off the bat of a check swing of Nick Burdett, and it's 0-1. Burdett 0 for 2. 6, 7, and 8 will lead off the inning here for Brantford. Pitch at the bottom of the zone, 1-1. Burdette ready here. And here's the delivery from Schulafan. Popped up in the air. Left field, mid-range, over to his left, Lawrence. Catch made for out number 1. Nice easy fly ball to begin the inning for the Majors outfield, and Schulafan's got his first out here in inning number 6. Bring up Tyler Wilson. He is 1 for 2.
Let's get myself ahead of myself there, Noah. I had it as the top of 7th there.
It is, in fact, the top of inning number 6 as that one is looked at. And called a strike to move the count to 0-1 on Wilson. This one will miss. It is Tyler Wilson at the plate. Of course, Gus Wilson is batting in the number 2 spot in the order, playing shortstop tonight for Brantford. This next pitch in the dirt. 2 straight balls, moves the count to 2-1 here. Schulafan on Wilson. Majors righty ready to deliver again. Fastball popped up, sky high, shallow right center. Ranging over is Wilkie. He'll be the one to take control, make the catch. And pardon me, that looks like it's Lawrence who's moved over to center field for out number 2. 2 quick outs here for the Majors in the top half of inning number 6, and Jordan Schulafan, who continues to roll.
And we should say that it's Will Pollard in left field and Drew now in center field.
We'll see if that's a straight swap for Austin Wilkie's spot in the order. I would imagine that's what it is. Here's the first pitch called a strike there on Chris Ruiz.
Will's seen some time at the top of the lineup as he was thrown into the second position when Drew went down a couple weeks ago. So he's seen some time at the top of the order.
That one just missing. Count now at 1-1 here on Ruiz. He had a big home run earlier in the ball game. Looks at that one for strike 2. 1-2.
And Ruiz is going to take a step out here, trying to settle himself back into this at bat.
Ready here to the plate. Called strike 3 on the fastball. Ruiz down looking on strikes, and the Red Sox go quietly here in the top half of inning number 6. As Jordan Schulafan is through another inning here with the pitch count just over 100. He's looking good for the Majors so far.
And nobody warming in the Majors bullpen, so you'd think he might go another inning here for the Majors unless they start someone here in the bottom inning while the team is out on the bats.
A few quiet innings here so far for the Red Sox. 2 straight zeros on the board, and the Majors were put down quietly last time out, and now it looks like we are getting another pitching change for Brantford as Jacob Lepton will come into the ball game. The righty, junior righty, I should say, for the Red Sox will get to throw here in London tonight. Give us a follow on social media as the London Majors are on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, if you're watching this, you're obviously aware of the fact, at least, that we are on YouTube, but you can help us out by hitting that subscribe button. You will also be able to get notified every time that we do go live.
And I know Dylan's given me trouble for this already multiple times, and he's probably sitting just after his baseball game, I believe, watching you and I from home on his phone somehow. He's like, man, Matt, you've got to fix that graphic. Twitter's not on there, and Threads.
Well, Twitter's on there.
Sorry, I should say X.
No, we decided. So listen, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt here since you weren't here last night.
Okay.
We've decided that it will be called Twitter.
It will be called Twitter.
We're not going to give in and call it X.
Are we going to change the logo because that it is all logos changed?
No, I'm a strong believer that it's coming back as Twitter.
You think it's coming back?
This X thing is like it'll last a couple months at most, and that it's going to be back as Twitter.
Okay, so we'll change it for next season if
the
it's
Threads
not.
thing you can put on there if you want.
Threads is definitely.
I'll be on there. I think Threads kind of dropped off the map rather quickly. Came in like fire and then just fell off real quick.
Yeah.
So, listen, these are the places to get a hold of us if you need us. Contact us at London Majors if you need anything. Matt will answer. He'll be the first one in line.
Usually that's who it comes. So anything after 10:30, please. that's past my bedtime.
Jordan Lupton is into the ball game here for the Brantford Red Sox. The first man that he will face is the bottom of the order, Robert Mackey. Dan Patel is actually representing the bottom of the order, but it's 8, 9, and 1 here to begin the bottom of inning number 6. As the first pitch there swung, and it's a strike 0-1.
I think Mackey had watched Diolio a little bit on that one as he tried to swing for the fences.
Lupton ready. The righty delivers. A little bit of heat on that fastball, and it's fouled off. And the count now 0-2 here on Mackey. And strike 3. So Lupton quickly into the ball game with a 3-pitch strikeout for out number 1 here in the bottom half. So Dan Patel will come to the plate now with 1 gone after the strikeout. Lupton, who's on the hill here for Brantford, appeared in 5 games for the Red Sox last season. 2 so far for the Red Sox this year. 3 innings pitched with 2 strikeouts, that being his 3rd. 4 walks and a hit for him so far. So being asked to work here for the Red Sox trailing 13-4. Dan Patel is the batter for London with 1 gone in the inning. Here's the pitch to the plate. This one laced the other way into the first few rows of seats and out of play. A foul ball, 1-1.
And by the reaction of our ball flowers there, it sounded like somebody made a good catch.
Not from my vantage point, but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
I got the lucky view of all 7 of our cameras here, so.
1-1 delivery. Hit on the ground. Having to get over is Lupton, and he's there in time. Scored a 3-1 ground out, and there's quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Red Sox doing a good job here with the Majors as of late, finding some success in the bullpen. And it's to the top of the order now. Will Pollard. Pollard getting his first at-bat tonight. Came in defensively for the Majors. Chops one. Going to be a tough play if they have a play, and they won't. So Will Pollard swings at the first pitch he sees and chops one for what will be an infield single. Couldn't have positioned it more perfectly for Will Pollard, but he'll take it.
No, he couldn't have done any better by any means on that one. Looks like we'll have another pinch hitter here. It looks like it'll be Judd Walker that'll come into the game here.
So Judd Walker will come in and pinch hit. With 2 outs in the inning after the single by Will Pollard. Righty here is Lupton on the mound. The righty delivers in a swing and a miss there. Able to get a piece of it, but caught in the glove by Veilleux, and it's 0-1. 0-1 count here on the Majors outfielder. replacing Drew Lawrence, it would appear. Pollard takes his lead. Now another swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2 on Judd Walker, the pinch hitter. Joseph on deck, the 0-2 count with Pollard at first base here for London. In the bottom of inning number 6, Majors leading 13-4 here at Labatt Park. Lupton delivers, and he'll miss outside on 0-2. Ten pitches for Lupton, trying to get out of this inning. Runner not going. Called strike 3 on the outside edge. And a quick inning of work for Lupton and the Red Sox here in the bottom half of inning number 6. London 13, Brantford 4. 6 complete here at the ballpark. 7th inning coming up next here on Majors TV.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Get started at Planet Fitness today through the free PF app online or in club and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Planet Fitness is a proud partner of your London Majors.
Back here at Labatt Memorial Park as we get ready to head to the top of the 2nd inning. Jordan Schulfand is back out there for another inning of work here for London. Matt, he's looked well so far tonight. And if you're the Majors, with the lead you have, another game tomorrow, why not run with him?
Why not? If he's pitching the way he is, he says he feels good, you might as well keep running with him until he absolutely can't. You know there's going to be starting to get guys ready in the bullpen here.
Sliced the other way, but foul off the bat there. Ethan Palos is the batter. He came in replacement of Fishbaum, who was ejected earlier on tonight for the Red Sox. So he's into the ball game here, getting his first chance at the plate. Quickly down 0-2 against Jordan Schulafan. And a swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Schulafan to get things started here in the 7th inning.
And we should say that it's Will Pollard in center field, looks like, and I believe Judd Walker is in left. So it's been a straight switch for those that were changed there earlier on with Drew Lawrence.
First pitch is going to miss. Matthew Fabian, the batter here for Brantford, with 1 gone in the inning after the strikeout that started us off here. That one a strike. Gets him back into the count at 1-1. Schulafan ready, and that one to the plate is going to miss the move the count. 2 balls and a strike here. Fabian is 2 for 3. Couple of hits for him so far in the ball game. Here's the 2-1. Pops it up and out of play. A foul ball now. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff man in the order for Brantford. Batting second here this inning, 1 out.
And you got to think with Wilber Martinez pitching deep last night and then Tommy Reyes-Cruz pitching the final couple innings, gives the bullpen a little bit of life left in it for today and tomorrow.
Just missing with the breaking ball on the outside edge. There were certainly a few people in the seats here who wanted that call. Didn't get it. Count moves to full here on Fabian. Schulafan looking to try and put him away. Ready on the 3-2. Here's the Majors righty with the delivery. This one rocketed into left field. Fabian has his third hit of the night. Ripped that ball into left on a line, and he continues to swing a hot bat, which will bring up Gus Wilson to the plate now for Brantford. Wilson is 1 for 3 for Brantford tonight, and he'll look to try and keep things going. First pitch to him is a fastball, called a strike to move the count to 0-1. Fabian stands at first for Brantford. Bowles on deck. Kuzemka behind him if the Red Sox can string something together here. That's a fastball. It catches the corner for a strike, 0-2. Shulafan up to 113 pitches. 0-2. Popped up. Foul ball gets out of play.
I think that one would have been in the yards of the houses behind us if it wasn't for the screen that peers over Labatt Park here. One of the most unique features of the ballpark for sure.
Shulafan is ready. Called strike 3. Set him down looking. Another strikeout for Jordan Shulafan. And he continues to play with the Brantford Red Sox here. Strikeout number 10 on the night.
He's going back and forth, changing that speed every time that he's up there, making sure that they are not able to keep up with him at any means. He shut them down for 2 straight innings already so far.
Throwing 67% strikes tonight. We'll go up slightly with that one there to move it to 0-1. 78 strikes on 116 pitches. And now a swing and a miss. So quickly another 2 added to his total. He'll look for the punch out here in out number 3. Farrington throws down in the Majors bullpen. Obviously that pitch count up for Shulafan. Ready the 0-2. Upstairs with a fastball, 1-2.
You know, Shulafan's thinking, I don't want you to come into this game right now. I want to come out of this inning with my team, take over next inning for me. That's what he's thinking right now.
And he'll have the chance to if he can retire Kieran Bowles here. Here's a 1-2. Popped up, and this one's going to get out of play. Into the seats down the first base line. Fans trying to cheer along Shulafan here for the final out of the 7th inning. Majors 13, Red Sox 4. 1-2. Popped up. Foul territory. A look from McGee, but it's out of play. And another 1-2 looms. Farrington warming with a little bit of pace. 121 pitches is the pitch count for Jordan Shulafan. 6 2/3, looking for the strike to get him up to 7 complete innings. Here's the 1-2, and just off the plate. Majors infield, Deolio, Shulafan, they both thought they had it. Count goes to 2-2.
I think the whole right side of the field was walking off that with that one, as Dan Battelle and Kane McGee also made a move to come off.
2-2, Shulafan. This one swung at, getting a piece of it there, Bowles, and it's a foul ball. Shulafan working a little bit slower here in the 7th inning. Obviously, Matt running out of a little bit of gas, as you would expect with the pitch count nearing 125. This next one, 124. Once again, he'll look to try and put away Kieran Bowles. On the ground, shortstop. The easy way to 2 in 7 complete innings for Jordan Chulafan as he heads off the field with the Majors up 13-4. What a pitching performance for London when they needed it most here on a Saturday night. Jordan Chulafan gets the handshakes, gets the hugs on the way off the field from his London Majors teammates. Well, the Majors will head to the bottom of the 7th inning, stretch time here at the ballpark. And with that, we'll take a look at our insurance tip of the game, brought to you by our insurance guy, Eric Gagne.
This week's insurance tip, we're talking about auto insurance and young drivers. Most parents do not realize that when their child gets their G1 license that they need to report that to the insurance company so they get added to the parent's insurance policy. There's no charge for adding them on as a G1 driver, so should be no issue in reporting that. When they get their G2, well, that's a different story. You're going to let your insurance agent or broker know when they get their G2, and there's usually a fee associated for having either a male or female occasional driver on the policy. So this week's tip, make sure your insurance company knows when you have a G1 driver in the household. It will really benefit them if there's ever an auto accident claim and they're injured, that you're making sure that they're on your policy to get your benefits. So report the G1 and G2 drivers with your kids. I'm Eric Gagne with our insurance guy. Now back to you guys in the booth.
Park in London, gorgeous night here in the downtown area. And the London Majors and their fans enjoying what is a 13-4 lead here at stretch time. Noah Smith, Matt Hiscox joining me up here in the Game Day London broadcast booth. Starling Joseph will get ready to start things off here for London in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
And we do have a couple defensive changes. Chris Ruiz is now catching, and a new third baseman is in the game as well.
First pitch to Joseph is fouled off at the plate. Count will move to 0-1 on him. We'll bring you those changes and any more that come your way. Count 0-1 here for Lupton working against Starling Joseph. Starling ripped and sliced into the bleachers out of play. He quickly falls behind. No balls and 2 strikes against Lupton on the mound. Oh, 0-2 here. Lupton grabbing his sign from the new catcher, Chris Ruiz. Right here on 0-2. Fastball, that one's going to miss upstairs. Couldn't get Starling to chase. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lupton looking to try and grab his sign. Delivers. Joseph chops it. Going to be a tough play. Coming in from second. Got to be quick. Throw in the dirt. Picked by Burdette. And it's in time to get Joseph coming down the line. A ground out and a quick out to begin the bottom half of the 7th inning.
30.
So that is going to be 1 down quickly on Starling Joseph. And Eduardo De Olio will come to the plate here for London.
And it's Evan Ryan over at third base now. So Veilleux out of the game for this one now.
De Olio takes that first pitch for a called strike. Veilleux out of the lineup in favor, as you mentioned there, for Evan Ryan. That one called a strike on De Olio. Ryan moved over to third base where Ruiz was. Ruiz back behind the plate catching where Veilleux was. It's 0-2 on Eduardo De Olio, who took that called strike and will foul one off. Count stays at 0-2 here against Lupton. Jacob Lupton has worked well so far in an inning and a third for the Red Sox. Have used some of their young arms in the back end of this game and have been able to get the outs they've needed. Another 0-2 coming here from Jacob Lupton. Fouled back by DeOlio. Got to that fastball up in the zone and was able to get a piece of it to stay alive.
So far, if this is, you've got another pitcher and you've got 2 more games in the next 2 days, you're thinking, Lupton, okay, you might be pitching the rest of this game if you're the Red Sox.
Called strike 3 on DeOlio. He didn't like it, thought it was off the plate, but another strikeout for Lupton, and there are 2 gone. The only thing to keep in mind for the Red Sox using Lupton listed on their lineup card as a junior, so it would have to follow all OBA pitch count rules. Tommy Reyes Cruz would come to the plate. First pitch to him is going to miss outside with the fastball. Lupton falls behind 1-0. Majors here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Popped up, foul territory. This one's going to get out of play. Giving it a look was Ty Wilson out and left, but that one will send some kids running for it, trying to find themselves a souvenir. Ready and looking. Reyes Cruz again fouls that one off. Similar spot, out of play. And another chance here for Lupton to try and work through the inning. A 2-strike count here on Tommy Reyes Cruz. Just off the plate. Lupton looking to grab his sign from Ruiz. Comes set. Leg kick, righty delivers, ball in the dirt. And now the count moves in the favor of Tommy Reyes Cruz. Farrington continues to throw for London down in the bullpen. Looks like he's just trying to get ready. I would imagine he's coming in for the 8th. 2-2. Called strike 3. Another strikeout for Lupton. Another great inning of work for the young righty from the Brantford Red Sox. It's a strikeout to end the inning. London goes quietly here in the 7th. They're holding on to a 13-4 lead here at Labatt Park. You're watching London Majors Baseball on Majors TV. 8th inning is up next.
Go beyond the scores and get to know the athletes who call the Forest City home.
Joseph crushes one.
Game Day London brings you in-depth stories and conversations about London's major teams and the athletes. Whether it's in the rink with the Knights or on the field with the Majors, Game Day London has you covered from the start. For fresh and engaging sports coverage, visit GameDayLondon.com, a proud sponsor of Majors TV.
You're watching London Majors Baseball.
London Majors Baseball. London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
For Braden Farrington on the mound for London as he gets set to take over in relief of the bullpen. We mentioned the London Majors. Matt had a few arms with the Junior Tomcats team out in Stonewall, Manitoba, taking part in the Baseball Canada 22U National Championships. They finished the round-robin round with a 3-2 record, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to get them through to Sunday to play some semifinal baseball, but a very good showing for a young Tomcats team, which features some familiar London Majors faces.
Yeah, a lot of our junior pitchers, Alex Springer, Jared Lund, Noah Williams, all Brad Verhoeven, Chris Bowen, all big parts of the Majors throughout this year when we've had guys down with injury, unavailable. They've all been pitching well. Springer has, I believe, 2 saves on the season, and I believe Lund has 2 wins so far. So big parts of the Majors this season.
Come home with their heads held high. A good showing in Manitoba. 0-2 here for Farrington, and a swing and a miss. Took something off that one in a glorious location. Gets a strikeout for out number 1. So Evan Ryan will come to the plate now. He came in as a replacement when the Red Sox made a move to put Chris Ruiz behind the plate. Fayou came out, Ryan came in and took over at third base. That was last inning, and now he'll get the top half of this inning. Now he'll get a chance to swing the bats here. Oh, 0-1 to Ryan here. 1 gone in the top half of inning number 8. Belts one out to left. In the air, Pollard. Couple of steps to his right, now comes back on it, and he makes the catch. Fly out there, and Farrington's got 2 quick outs here in the top half of inning number 8. And that'll bring up Nick Burdett to the plate here for Brantford. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
And Farrington making quick work of these Red Sox so far. Exactly what you need if you're a Roop in the manager's chair there. Try and get this game done as quick as possible before tomorrow's afternoon affair.
Ball in the dirt from Farrington. It is a 2 o'clock game at Christie Pitts in Toronto tomorrow for London.
Being on that bus, I'll tell you, it's probably about an 8 a.m. leave time with the Toronto traffic.
That one misses to Burdett to go to 2-0. You would like to think the Majors would want to be rolling into Toronto at the very latest, the noon hour, probably even earlier than that, given the traffic on a Sunday and a long weekend at that.
Yeah, long weekend.
Call the strike on Burdett to move the count to 2-1. We're probably going to want to be on the road early here from Labatt Park.
Yeah, it is Sunday though, so not a lot. Some people may be having to work Monday. I know I'm off Monday, so I'll be enjoying that one for once. But not a lot of people will be returning from the cottage on Sunday. They'll be returning more Monday-ish, you'd think. So hopefully they'll be able to avoid a lot of that traffic.
3-1 count here on Burdett. There is some IBL games on the holiday Monday as well. Major's not a part of that. Burdett in the air to center. Long run coming on, and the catch made in center. Red Sox go quietly here in the top half of inning number 8. Braden Farrington, a quick inning of work on 3 outs, finishes off with the fly ball there to Nick Burdett. And we'll head to the bottom half of inning number 8 here. Majors leading by a score of 13-4.
And interesting there, Braden Farrington and Roop Chanderdad had a quick chat there just as Braden was coming off the field. So not sure if it was, hey, you're going to go out again, or hey, we're gonna use somebody else here to get through the bottom of the 9th.
Well, there's no one warming down in the Majors bullpen. Nobody else has been throwing. So you would think that Farrington's got the 9th for sure. But we'll wait and see. The Red Sox come back out here to take the field. Bottom of the 8th inning. Majors leading 13-4. We'll take this time to give a thanks to one of our sponsors as well, Cucina Italian Kitchen over at the Covent Garden Market, keeping us fed every single game day. I know us volunteers up here in the broadcast booth with Majors TV certainly enjoy it. We certainly look forward to it. I know there's nothing better than getting off work early on a Friday, Matt. Today, a little bit of a different story, but getting off work early on a Friday, and you show up to the ballpark, your dinner's ready for you.
The dinner's ready. You don't have to do a thing. All you got to do is take the spoon and scoop it out. Great pasta every time. We've actually been spoiled a little bit. Those subs we see every commercial, we saw them, I believe, Tuesday, and we saw them last night, I believe, as well. No subs.
Last night was some Alfredo, which was equally as yummy.
Oof.
No complaints.
Alfredo pasta on a Friday night at Labatt Park. I mean, there's not much you can complain about that when you don't have to cook it.
And I'm going to roll this into a call for crew, if you will, for Majors TV. We are always looking for volunteers. If you're sitting at home thinking Alfredo pasta, a free baseball game to watch, and you get to hang out with some of our Majors TV crew on a Friday night or a Saturday night like we are here, we're always looking for volunteers, so reach out to us. And yes, the pasta is included in your night here at the ballpark.
Yes, and usually a nice cool breeze. There's a couple days where it's a little warm, but hey, you get and sit and enjoy a little tan if you're out in the field there for us.
Absolutely. And I know we get a lot of the high schoolers as well. We will sign your volunteer hours. That is a thing we will do. So if you're a high school student, if you're a parent of a high school student who's looking for some hours, hit up the Majors TV team. We could use the help. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning here. Majors leading 13-4. Jacob Lupton, is back out onto the hill here for the Red Sox. He has looked good in 2 complete innings. The junior, the righty, has done a fantastic job out of the bullpen.
And we got a tight game there over at Hastings Stadium, 8-8. That's a big game in the standings. We've already talked about how big it is, but it is another big one there out in Hastings Stadium's getting late there.
Bottom of the 7th inning here in London. We've got a pinch hitter strolling to the plate in replace of Cleveland Brownlee. And that's going to be Josh Williams.
Yeah, another big hitter for the Majors off the bench. He's got the power for the team. Just got to find it again.
First pitch to him is going to miss, so Williams gets ahead in the count 1-0. A healthy cut from the big left-handed bat. Count evens up at 1-1 now here on Josh Williams. Looking is Lupton. Pitch to the plate, spins around on the mound there. Released that one, and it fell off the backside of the plate. Count now 2-1. Williams hitting .240 in 8 games for the Majors this season. Watches that fastball go off the plate to move the count to 3-1.
We talked about Jones early in the game as a big threat on the mound. Josh is a big threat on in the batter's box, standing, I believe, 6'6".
6'5", listed at.
Okay. And when I say the man is large, he's intimidating when you stand next to him. A cop in Toronto, so definitely hits the gym once or twice a week. So.
Pitch to him, and a swing and a miss. Healthy cut on that one, but he swings right through it for a strikeout. Jacob Lupton continues to perform well here, now in 2 1/3 innings. That's his 5th strikeout out of the bullpen, the junior.
He's done really well for these Sox so far coming out of the bullpen. Definitely what they needed to calm this team down.
Kane McGee is the batter here. For the Majors, he's 3 for 4. First pitch called a strike. McGee thought he held up, but the home plate umpire Bob Blake ruled it caught the bottom of the zone. 0-1 here on the Majors' first baseman. To the plate, and that one will miss. 1-1. McGee's 3 hits include an extra base knock. Now we'll rip one up the center. Wilson picks it up, and Gus Wilson across the diamond in time gets McGee. And quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Tough one for McGee there. He was looking to put it straight back up where it came from, but unfortunately the shortstop able to get over just before it hits the grass there and starts to roll. But it'll be another out, and Lupton has settled these Majors bats down since he came into this game.
Lupton ready to face Robert Mackey here with 2 outs in the inning. First pitch, fastball, bottom of the zone. It's called a strike. He gets ahead 0-1. Ready and delivers. Curveball, drops it in there. Great location. And he puts himself ahead 0-2. Ready 0-2. Lupton delivers. This one popped up sky high. Fabian coming in from right. Couple of steps in, and he'll make the catch. A quick inning for Jacob Lupton on the mound. What a relief performance for him for the Brantford Red Sox tonight as he puts up another 0 against the London Majors. It's a 13-4 Majors lead. They'll look to try and close this one out in the ninth when we come back on Majors TV.
Go beyond the scores and get to know the athletes who call the Forest City home.
Joseph crushes one.
Game Day London brings you in-depth stories and conversations about London's major teams and the athletes. Whether it's in the rink with the Knights or on the field with the Majors, Game Day London has you covered from the start. For fresh and engaging sports coverage, visit GameDayLondon.com, a proud sponsor of Majors TV.
You're watching London Majors Baseball.
London Majors Baseball. London Majors Baseball on Majors TV.
Back here as we get set for the ninth inning in London. Majors holding on to a 13-4 lead as we head to the ninth. Braden Farrington back out there after a clean 8th inning of work to look to try and close the door here for the Majors and pick up the win on this Saturday night. Country Roads blared over the loudspeakers as we come back from break. And the fans still in attendance here singing along as we get ready to try and finish this one off. Majors will have to get through the Red Sox here on the ninth before they can celebrate, but Farrington ready to begin the inning. First pitch will miss down and away for ball 1.
He was able to get through the top of the 8th inning very quickly. He'll look to do the same here in the top of the 9th.
Swing and a miss well out in front of that pitch from Braden Farrington. Batter is a pinch hitter. I believe Roger Keane has come into the ball game. Takes a rip at that one. McGee, long run, foul ball coming back and lands on the roof of the grandstand here, moving the count to 1-2.
That one was right over top of us.
So 1-2 here on Keane, and McGee gets back to first as Farrington readies himself for the 1-2 pitch. Looking here, Farrington, curveball, off the end of the bat, up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Keane runs well, got to be quick. Over to first, McGee with the pick, in time to get him.
Beautiful pick there by McGee at first base as he spun that one right around and made sure that it was not getting past him by any means.
So first down of the inning there. Chris Ruiz will come to the plate here for Brantford. And now it is one gun with Farrington working here. Eduardo De Olio behind the plate, giving the signs, trying to get through this ninth inning. Ruiz tonight, 1 for 2. Big home run launched earlier on. Farrington ready, and the first pitch will miss outside. Want to know who here to Ruiz? Farrington grabs his sign. Right-hander delivers. Bottom of the zone for a strike, 1-1.
These two know each other from a long time before even being teammates here with the Majors, both involved in the baseball equipment business, we'll call it. One with bats and one selling here locally, so they know each other very well. Sure, they've had a few talks since Ruiz joined Brantford.
2-1 as that one misses outside. Farrington falling behind in the count now, looking to try and work his way back. Grabs his sign from De Olio and gets ready to deliver. To the plate, this one ripped on the ground to third base, picked up. Strong throw across the diamond in time. Nice play going from third to first from Mackey, and there's 2 gone.
Great defensive play there by Robert Mackey to get across on his backhand there and scoop that one from a hard hit up the line and chuck it all the way across there to first base to record the out. Majors 1 out left here in the inning.
Palos will be the last batter here for Brantford if he can't keep the inning going. First pitch to him is called a strike, 0-1 here. Farrington ready. Here's the 0-1 delivery. This one fouled off at the plate. It'll be 0-2. And the fans trying to cheer along. And Eduardo De Olio at the foul tip there. The Ballflowers making sure that he is okay.
Gotta think Farrington's gonna throw one of those quick cutting breaking balls here that he's got.
Goes upstairs with a fastball instead and misses. Now to 1-2. Still has the option here. Still looking for the putout. 1-2 here for Farrington. Looking for the final out here of the ball game. Fans get on their feet to try and cheer him on. 1-2. Curveball just missed inside. Had to break. Looked like it had the height, but missed on the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, Farrington's a fancy guy. He's going to want to finish this one off himself with a strikeout.
Fans cheering along here for the Majors. 2-2 to the plate upstairs, and the count's full. Farrington's had his chances at 0-2. 3 straight balls to Palos, and in danger of walking him here. Fans, once again, will cheer him on. Popped up. Shallow left. Ranging over. Pollard, catch made, ball game. Majors win it 13-4. On the strength of 10 hits and 13 runs, a great start from Jordan Chulafan and 2 innings of relief work for Braden Farrington. Finish this one off, and the Majors have won back-to-back here at home to kick off the weekend.
Yeah, this is big for the Majors. Keep climbing those standings. Keep staying hot when you can. Get the wins. The more you get those wins now, the more further you're going to be able to stay hot going into the playoffs.
So the Majors win it here. Jordan Chulafan with 7 innings pitched, just 4 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, and 1 walk will be left with the win. Quincy Jones will be saddled with the loss for the Brantford Red Sox, and that'll do it for this one. Majors win a thriller on a Saturday night here at Labatt Park. Majors will be back in action tomorrow afternoon at Christie Pitts in Toronto. 2 o'clock is the first pitch. That game can be watched on the Toronto Maple Leafs TV YouTube page. And then our next coverage comes Wednesday night here at Labatt Memorial Park. 7:35 is the first pitch. Hamilton Cardinals are in town, and we'll have all the coverage for you here on Majors TV. From Noah Smith, producer and color commentator Matt Hiscox, Matthew Young on the cameras. We thank you for watching with us tonight.